Nope, this one.
Nanaimo bars. When you speak of Canada's culinary contributions to the world, one often brings up maple syrup, poutine. But I challenge you to come up with a dessert that is as satisfying, as rich, and as portable as a Nanaimo bar. With graham, coconut, frosting, and a layer of chocolate across the top. It is, indisputably, one of Canada's greatest contributions to the world.
A message from the government of Canada.
And I just ate one.
You also had poutine for dinner.
I did.
Did you have maple syrup with your breakfast?
No, but I received some maple syrup yesterday for my birthday.
Oh,
Well,
Like, do a shot of it right now.
no. Don't,
don't do that. Your blood sugar.
no, please.
Blood sugar.
Don't do this. I'm feeling very patriotic at the moment now.
All right, so Scott, I'm going to need you to read out
Scott
Bardic
is.
Lydia's comment here.
All right, here we go. What up, Guru Nation? It's your main wolf, Bardic Lydia, giving you the howls to make the crowd go wild. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, you have it. You have it. Yeah. I would be pressing a button. It's true. I don't have to do my own.
All right, scroll.
Then like fart noises and like all that bullshit.
Thank
Hey!
you for the
Thank you, Kung Fu Fenris. Oh, thanks, Lydia. Holy shit, that's all it takes. Damn, I gotta tell my pals.
The three.
The three friends. No,
All
everybody's
right,
down in
back to
hell.
hell. Okay.
Now, there's a couple of different ways you can go. There was the shock jock version, which is what you
What
went
was
for.
requested.
That
Right.
was also, that could very much have fit for like a daytime, like a zoo hour radio DJ.
Okay.
You could go for the Chad version of it. All right, what is up, Guru Nation? It's your main wolf, Barticlitus, giving you the howls to make make the crowd go wild.
Whoa, sick.
But I
want
want somebody else to read it in an ooh voice.
What is up, Guru Nation? It is your main wolf, Bardic Lydia, giving you the howls to make the crowd go wild. Woo.
Yay!
And now you know what my next character is gonna be. Brace yourself.
God, yes.
Wolf.
please.
Ooh, wolf. Ooh, wolf. We'll work on it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You wolf. UW.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, I love it. Hey! Thanks, Alan.
Wolf.
Ooh, nation.
There we go.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Sweet.
Guru Nation.
Oh.
Oh, hello everybody.
Do you think that we could all pull off just doing ooh voices for the entire session?
No.
Combat heavy, drama heavy. There will be at least 2 significant NPC deaths.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my weight hammer, and then I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna do 2d12 damage, and I quit. So that means that I'm gonna do lots of damage, and I'm gonna smash its face in, and then I'm going to do a widow dance in its blood.
Twain uses
Ways of
Wazel.
A little dance in its blood.
I mean, next time we have to go undercover and we're creating
Macris
like a
cannot do
fake
that.
person. Macris has to do
She
that.
cannot do that.
I
She
don't
has no
know.
performance.
I think she can.
I'm 6'4". Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm so cute. I'm just a little girly.
Whether you have a cute widow goey at your table, or if everybody is hardcore edgelord nightfests, you do have to make sure that you stay safe at your gaming table.
Unreal.
We have cards to keep ourselves safe. You don't. You do have other options, and we'll get to them. But for now, the play card or the green card means I'm okay. Everything that I'm doing right now, no matter how I look, I am actually fine and ready to continue play. The pause card, or the yellow card, indicates that while I'm holding this up, I need everybody else at the table to be quiet and pay attention to me. There's something I need to let you know out of character. Once I'm ready, I can put this down and play can continue. The stop card, or the red card, means I am not okay, and the game has to stop. In the case of a stream, we'll probably go to a be right back screen, and we won't start again until everybody at the table has given their go-ahead to say that they feel safe and ready to continue. Like I said, you don't have cards. You do have options, however. You are always able to whisper RPG Clinic. We'll all see it. We have the chat in front of us. Or you can whisper one of our mods. Currently, we have Kung Fu Fedras, Bleeds the Light Invincible in the chat. So if you want to keep that on the DL, you can do that. But no matter what, you always have the option of disconnecting from the chat or from the stream entirely. We don't want to see you go, but we do want to see you take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Undo tea.
Booty.
Do-woo tea. Ugh.
The problem is that Kung Fu Fenris' name is so utterly uwooable. And I know that that's got to be like, it's got to hurt. Kung Fu Fenris is on duty.
Uh-oh.
Which means that, like, that's a guarantee that, like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
If I ever go anywhere
See,
close
I'd
to
say
that.
prepare the Tupperware, but the response is going to be merited. So,
Yeah,
How about
it
the
will
chat?
destroy
The
me.
chat.
I will die. But that's okay, though. It will be, if not an honorable death, at least a correct one.
We'll do a gathering for the departed for you or whatever. I don't know.
I remember.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Problem with
Fenris will-
bleeds to white invincible is that that could also be breeds
Breeds.
the light invincible.
Would
sounds a
you
little-
like to
I mean-
bleed?
Depends on your point of view, I suppose.
That was a 5 out of 6 segue, according to Flower of August. That's
That might be our best one yet.
Official segue
Congratulations.
point giver. Judge, I should say.
look. Flower of August is known for two things: rating segues and being incorrect about who spends experience.
Oh, fuck
so
yeah, let's go.
ask you.
Oh,
Segues are
shots.
Yeah, yes, exactly, Flower. Perfect.
So let's find out. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, Moma.
Ding! With all of Macrus's attempting to
Seduce.
woo people,
Ah!
yeah, got a dot of insight.
Oh, her first dot.
Second.
Second dot.
Rude. Oh, first dot. I have a dot. I mean,
I made.
I'll get you next time. Gadgets.
the gadgets is player.
Macros the player.
I like to think of
Playa,
insight
play.
as just like a series of binoculars for your emotions that just like go in front of each other like this. So you can be like,
You've
They like
been
me?
too much Crush House.
"How dare you!"
Oh shit.
I mean, look, I haven't been dreaming of it or anything. Definitely not. I have to get.
You've been dreaming of Crush House.
No, I mean a little bit, but not. It's a very satisfying point system, and it's anyway. It's very
You're dreaming of Jackbox tonight.
Yeah,
That explains why
Actually, I know
2 a.m.
exactly
we just sat up in bed and went, that was very satisfying. Full volume and then went
I
back
did
to
not
sleep.
do that. I did not do that. Thank you.
We're in hell.
Where we belong.
Ergwin may not be here, but attempts to.
You feel her presence.
The screeching owl descends for our heads. Yeah.
Well, Aragorn isn't here right now, but as far as I know, she is keeping track of what's happened, which means that for any of you who might need a reminder of what happened last session, we can listen to a young man reminiscing.
Macrus and Troyan set off to meet Vincent, the nocturnal informant. They learned that Tracy Mbatu's corpse followed a pattern seen in both New York and Oslo, namely that certain bodies were destroyed without ever being identified. Back at Downstream, Dante and Sky talked of Trust and of Code 902's death. Sky encouraged Dante to not see Trust as a betrayal of his pack. After Macrus told Troyan she didn't know how to talk to Sky about her feelings, the Heart Warden made her a blessed brew before going for a walk to La Ronde amusement park, leading to the two kissing under Le Monstre. Back at Downstream, Troyan asked Dante to consider his complicated feelings for Code 902 before agreeing to lead a gathering for the departed. When Dante told Apotheosis the Theurge's fate, she asked him to make sure he was given a good life, but Dante could only promise to be honest.
Perfect. 10 out of 10. No notes.
Are you all right there, Kate?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yay!
That. I don't know how to put up with that. No,
Is it the mic or the tiredness that got you in the end?
the microphone.
I mean, weigh in with your views of microphones, I get. Oh, thanks, Lydia. Yeah. I thought it was important to pronounce, French words like
La ronde.
I did
Le
kinda,
monstre.
I did actually go for a little bit. I have a tape to do tomorrow that needs to be performed with as best of a German accent as I can do.
Oh.
So I'm trying to get my my chis
Warming
up
it
a
up.
little bit.
Du musst mir gut gefühlen.
Oh, I like that.
Your chutzpah. If you're
chutzpah.
trying to get your.
Yeah. Oh, how dare you, Kung Fu Fighters? Kung Fu Fighters is just roasting Dante. What's going on with this? What is
He's at
that?
a barbecue and Dante's on the grill.
Absolutely no Riz?
No Riz? Are you sure?
No way.
Is it a problem with me, or is it something that I just didn't recognize was important? This is going to take a lot of study. Repeated experimentation. I'm going to have to find out whether Riz is truly important. But we'll find out. One day at a time.
Line up packmates. I think she's gonna need to experiment with some people who have Riz. Just to see what the difference is between Riz and no Riz. You see.
Okay, this is how we close the loop on the love polygon.
The pent
Close.
the pentagram.
Close the loop. I like that. Man, this diagram's too messy. But if I were to fuck you and then they were to now that makes Oh, no Ritz. Okay. Makes more.
No Ritz?
God damn.
No buttery crackers? Because let me tell you, if there's a buttery cracker out there, it's Dante.
Wow. I mean, all right. I'll
This Jeff.
give you some points there.
Ugh.
All right, John. Challenge accepted.
Every minute Dante takes is a hot minute.
Oh, thanks, Requiem.
Every breath he takes. Every move he makes.
I feel like our Exaltwitch Academy relationship chart was messy, but I don't think it was messier than the Changeling one.
No.
I think the Changeling one
There
got
was
pretty messy.
I feel like the
Especially if you
Changeling-
count situationships.
Well, so in my mind,
you throw in Disconcordia.
oh god, yeah, that gets really blender.
We hit frappe on that shit.
I'm imagining like a relationship map,
yeah.
but then there's a bunch of lines that are in white, so you can't see them. And then
Oh,
once
yeah.
you turn those, like make those opaque, so you can see them. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's like the Cathane, Chimerical versus Real Health Track.
There you go.
Chimerical versus Real
Exactly.
Love Track.
Disconcordia do not count? No, Disconcordia count.
Oh yeah.
Look, I got Autumn She. I did my job.
And I did my job protecting the queen. Wait, what is my job again? I can't
Fuck
remember.
any trolls though.
Oh, you. It's true. Done with hard case sounds have come up.
Troll. Actually, no. I specifically had was a Q.
Qu-
Cass.
Cass with a
And she was a troll.
Q. That's true.
Okay, we have to reboot Disconcordia so that we can.
Put one more scene on. It's just hardcore fun. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, tangent.
You know, I can make that happen.
I know you can.
I don't know if we want to though.
Just so that you can put troll on your list.
I think that would catch them all. No, boggin. No, yes. Boggin. Yes. I don't know. But we have got
Thank you.
four of the auspices. We just need to find a third that isn't Hannah. And that is alive.
Pluricon?
Yes.
Who?
Parg.
You didn't sleep with Pork. You went
Didn't
on
we
a
bang before?
date. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like you guys banged first and then had sloppy spaghetti.
Please don't ever say that again. Nobody ever say that again. Chat, I'm watching you.
Contrary to how it usually goes, the sloppy spaghetti came second.
Stop it. Lydia, I've already said I'm gonna be DJ The Urge. We've talked about this. God.
Well,
We like to have fun here.
We love to have fun on this channel.
Don't you want to be having some of me limp noodles now?
Oh, noodles. Oh, well, I think we've lost Kate.
yeah.
Coated in a sweet vinaigrette. Ew.
I think you're doing spaghetti wrong.
That explains so much about their date.
What the hell?
We could have just fucked, you know?
I'm so schley. Sorry. I'm so schley. How am I
I
doing?
realize it was going to be that easy. Anyway. Shall we get started?
Good night, weirdness. Sleep
Bye,
well.
weirdness. No, Fenders, you have to use the hammer. Don't just hit it. What do you? Come on.
Is it like the button? He's like punching the ban
Yeah.
hammer button. He's trying to ban us, but we're channel mods, so he should ban the
Yeah,
rest
good
of us.
luck.
Somebody ask Ranty Hedgehog in Discord whether or not Pork and Patches ever
yeah.
actually did it.
He should know.
He would know.
Beep, 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 beep. Calculating. Give me grade.
How do you burn boiled water?
Honestly, or I don't know, man.
Specifically, effectively. Yeah.
Yes,
I
effectively.
believe it was.
Better to pull one turnip you know than plant a seed for a.
Better to pull one turnip you know is there than
Oh,
plant
is
a
there.
seed for a chance at 3.
I was just like, oh, I'll ignore the is there. That can't possibly be
Nope.
part of the same sentence.
Melba doesn't plan for the future.
I love
now.
Melba Toast was like my favorite. I mean, her name was
Melba Gravlax.
It was not Toast. I know it wasn't Toast.
Oh,
Melba
God.
Toast Gravlax. Big fans. Big fan. Ridiculous.
Some days you just have a big heaping bowl of perfect spaghetti. And some days you don't. Look, one of the things about negotiating new relationships is figuring out what the relationship actually means. After all, you're warriors. You live as Guru. And Guru know, if nothing else, that at any moment there could be another battle, another fight, another who does not come home. And that doesn't make them immune from wanting to have relationships. It doesn't make them immune from wanting to feel close and connected with somebody. But what happens when someone gets the wrong idea? Maybe somebody thought that it was a one-time thing, a clutching of bodies in the night, a release of energy and pent-up frustration, just so that you can continue living like a semblance of normality for one night. Sometimes it's a regular thing, no real commitment, but an understanding that there's at least someone else out there who is there for you when you have at least one primal urge that you need to take care of that isn't simply just a few dots on your revised character sheet. And then there's more. The idea that wolves will, in fact, choose mates and stay with them for an extended period of time, that humans as well can lean towards monogamy. And the question gets much murkier. Because death is out there. One silver bullet, one flame one swing of a clave that was stolen and never recovered. And you're done for. And if you do die like that, all you do is leave behind a bunch of people who have to wonder without the proper answer, what was that thing I was in? It's not always an easy question to answer. First, I'll direct your attention to your willpower, where you can heal. None of you have any aggravated willpower damage, so congratulations. I don't have to ask whether you pleased Gorgon, rat, or spider. However, we are going to say that the night went through, unless somebody has something they desperately need to do in the night that was there before.
You and Sky were making out.
Mm-hmm.
Did anything progress past that?
Smooches.
No. Afterwards, Sky was like, you need to go home and rest, and Packet Loss will be very frustrated if you hurt your ribs. And she almost seems oblivious to the idea that there could have been more to this day, but not quite, because when she takes you back to downstream, there's one more lingering kiss outside the door before she leaves you and says that she should return to her cairn.
Can I heal some ag?
Yes, both of you can heal 3 aggravated
Oh
damage.
shit! Thanks, Packet. Boss.
Oh my god, is this your first time being Claire and like
Couple of sessions at least.
Clean and clear and under
Under
control.
control.
Phew!
Thanks, marketing.
Thanks, marketing. It's in our brains forever. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Give yourself a raise.
You did good.
But that means that now you have an opportunity to take care of what you need to take care of. The rite is occurring in 1 month. Rite of cairn building, that is. The following day is supposed to be the last day in which there are people who will be complacent. That's Slade and Dew.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Cleaves the I don't know what I call him. Mr. Cleaves the Lie was very adamant that he like not see them yet, and then like left them till last, more or less, which I totally understand.
It's true, Kung Fu Fenris. I'm still waiting for my order to get in.
Thanks for the
Canada.
the reminder, KFF. I appreciate that.
Troyan would have returned to the bar to help out before closing and then slept there. But she would make sure that somebody at Downstream let her know when the last round of the complacency lifting would
That was
be
supposed to
underway.
happen the following day.
Yeah, so at that text specifically, she would be on her way back to Downstream.
Okay.
Macris, Dante, you both feel much better after you're
good.
being attended to. Dante, I will also remind you, you still have Mother's Touch, so if you wanted to get rid of Macris's last one, you could.
Yeah. I just have to remind myself whether it's willpower or a rage. I feel like it's willpower, but I should quickly check. It's not there. Yeah, let's do that. Will you allow me to take half on my roll to heal without having to roll it, essentially?
You're talking about using
Mother's Touch. Sorry, yes. Let's go to the map.
Read the rules.
Burn the roll.
You have to
Yes.
exceed the subject's current rage. What's your intelligence glory pool?
I believe it is 6.
Then yes. In combat, I would not let you do this.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Mommy done.
That will cost you 1 willpower.
Done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think, if Dante is going to minister to Macris, whether or not Troyan's returned by this time, he does want to. Well, if you're okay to have returned, we'll have a little pack meeting. Because I think he's just, he's all. Dante seems kind of distracted and between thoughts as he ministers to Macros. Troyan and Dante had a conversation yesterday about Code 902, about having a gathering for the departed, and Troyan made it clear that, do we want to even have a gathering for the departed? We don't know what happened to him. We don't know where his loyalties lay, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And Dante seems pretty fucked up. And
She
I think
flagged it as a risk.
it's pretty fair to assume that that's maybe part of what's fucking him up. I think
Alright.
that's what I'm getting at here. I think we have some time before the Rite of Cairn building, and I think it would do good for Downstream to remember one of their own. He says this like as if he's been picking up a conversation, but it's kind of just out of nowhere, maybe.
Sure.
Mhm.
And what do you think you need before this gathering?
A couple of things. First, probably most dangerous, maybe the stupidest thing. I want to know if we can find out what happened to him.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure the Stolen Moon found him. I think we have a pretty good guess as to where that may have happened. But I need to know for sure. And what, if any, the circumstances around it were, if we can find out. And if we can't, then it'll just have to be a question mark. He doesn't seem happy about that.
Thanks to Troyan, we've got eyes and ears out in terms of if he turns up the way Tracy did.
It's true.
And the fact that he hasn't yet, but has ostensibly been dead for at least several days, suggests that it was probably done in a private location. They don't seem particularly keen on hiding the corpses. Like, it can just end up in the morgues and have their identities erased.
Mhm.
And Vincent said nothing about any other like Tracy's turning up.
So he
Yes.
may have fought back. Or something.
May have happened somewhere obscure. Maybe it happened in the house where he was staying.
That would be my first point. Oh. Investigation, yeah.
So that was Juan's parents' house, but they weren't there.
At the mention of Juan, Dante kind of goes white briefly and then, like, pale. Sorry. And then shakes his head. I wanted to see if I could gather memories from everyone here at Downstream, and I forgot about Juan. I forgot about their.
Oh, it was
Didn't
a
forget.
secret.
Maybe I put it from my mind. The only person I've told so far, people. I've told Sky and Apotheosis. The other members of Downstream don't know. Yet. And I need to make sure everyone's okay with us. We have to break the news to Juan.
She knows.
Oh, fuck, right. Yeah, never mind. I'll back that up. Sorry, yeah, back up that bus, yeah. Right. Excuse me. I want to make sure I get memories from her as well, whatever they may be.
Okay. Dew and Slade will be here soon. They're the last ones with the complacency curse, and I feel like I should be here in case things go really bad.
Yeah, there should be some fireworks, I imagine.
Ryan has nothing to say to that. She's in total agreement.
Macro sips her coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan glances at Macros.
Macros avoids Troyan's gaze.
She lowers her voice. I don't even know where they are.
Yeah.
We're in Macros' room. Oh,
Sure.
See, this is
Macros'
important.
room.
This is why we talk about it.
Macros' room.
We're in
We're
the-
all
yeah.
sitting on the
if
edge
you
of
had
the
said
bed.
the park or some shit, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, yeah.
Any percent was looking for you yesterday. So, however your evening went, things are a little bit clearer.
Thanks.
Welcome.
You sure you want me here when Slade is here?
Did I say
If
that?
you're gonna meddle with my stuff.
I literally did nothing but stand there, and he showed up and asked where you were. So if I'm being used as your like little personal GPS, then
It's pretty normal to ask a pack mate where their other pack members are.
and I said you went for a walk.
Great.
Should I cover for your ass in future?
No.
Okay.
You can hear
Fantastic.
a certain amount of commotion coming from the entrance to the cairn.
I'm staying here. Unless you need
Tryon
me.
goes toward the commotion.
Dante makes a half-hearted wait, and then gets up to follow as well.
She stays back.
Imagine in Exalted you have buff jackets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking jackets that have closed over and create a diagonal stripe down. Now imagine those with big brass buttons going across the chest and down towards the hip. Gloves that look like they have been in so many different battles and yet always very lovingly restored afterwards. And boots that have just the slightest amount of heel to them, not enough to make them awkward to walk in, but just enough to give that much more of an impression. And you can see what Jennifer Slade has decided to wear when coming to Downstream this time.
She gets it.
Dew is wearing a cardigan.
Ah, that's nice.
The Taylor Swift folklore cardigan, to be precise.
The one from that album.
Oh yes,
Bought
Taylor
it
Swift
off.
invented cardigans.
Yes,
no,
right.
there's a specific
I'm
one that
looking
became.
But To the Moon is currently having a very stern conversation with Slade.
Great.
To the Moon is dressed in their I'm about to go out on my bike outfit. And as you come in, you can hear To the Moon just sneer, "It isn't my fault, nor Downstream's fault, if you didn't know who was here. You need to keep better tabs on your pack if you're going to be pissed about not knowing we had one of them, staying here for an extended period of time."
I mean, yeah. Point to the moon, I think.
I didn't realize that it was something that needed to be kept quiet. An elder guru moves as he sees fit, and you see fit to shelter him from those who care about him most. We follow requests. You go right on in. He's waiting for you. Oh, did I say that? He's been dreading this. That point, Dew puts a very definite hand on Slade's shoulder and starts to drive her towards the room where Clevesalai is staying. And as Jennifer almost gets to the door, she glances over and sees that you are there?
Yeah.
Or are you hiding behind, like, a corner?
No, Macris is in her room.
Mac
I'm
is in
just-
the room. Door's open. She's sneering, but
Just near
I'm leaning against the kitchen counter, drinking a coffee that I just poured for myself.
And just as the door closes, you can see that Slade turns towards Dew and in a practical stage whisper says, "She knew," as the door closes behind.
She's gonna be really mad when she knows that we all knew.
She's gonna be really mad no matter what.
I mean, that's fair.
I think there's something else that she's about to be even more mad about.
Good.
She's about to get unleashed. You ever see a Shadow Lord who actually gave a shit?
Apparently not. Macros now emerges,
Thanks, Macros.
hearing that she's not in sight.
Force to be reckoned with. That's good.
Coming or going.
Coming. Made sure that I had a few things that I had to pick up this morning. I was hoping that I would avoid them showing up. Got unlucky. Happens.
Yeah.
Not that worried. Look, I'm really glad that our individual seps no longer want to kill each other on sight, but that doesn't mean that I have to put up with that.
As long as we can all line the field of battle together, and as long as we can all come together to discuss issues that pertain to all of us, I think that's really the bare minimum. That's what I'd like to see as the bare fucking minimum in this city. Thank you very much.
Cleves is still a member of their pack. If him staying here makes things difficult for all of you, then he needs to understand that and leave. You don't owe him anything.
You mean I don't owe the person who managed to restore my ability to make my own decisions and feel the way that I'm supposed to feel?
No,
Well, then you've got a shitty sense of gratitude, don't you?
probably. Harboring him isn't making anything better. Once everybody's complacency is lifted, then
We're not harboring him. We've given him a place to stay that was safe.
I'm not blaming you for giving him a place to stay. I think that was good, that was well done, and that was necessary.
Mhm. But now you're going to tell me what I should do?
No, I'm just...
You can tell Dante. He's actually a member of the Sept, and he has a bit more pull.
Dante gives them a look like, what? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like,
I mean, it's very
Yeah.
clear the tone
Yeah.
is being more like grumpy and
Yeah.
that's fair.
sarcastic right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
than
Experts get into the skin.
Oh, it's working.
Your bar's doing okay?
Yeah. Good people minding it.
Seems like they've decided not to fuck with it.
So far.
Yeah.
I hope it keeps up. I don't know.
Something that kind of gets to me.
What?
The idea that they have some kind of honor. Some twisted version of it.
Everyone thinks they're the good guy.
They're not going after something that they know you value.
They just know it would make me angrier.
Probably. But they haven't done anything to it, so they've decided that that's not an appropriate way to get to you. And if they have honor,
They don't.
if they have honor, then it means that we just don't know how to deal with them. It means that they have their own rules. I would love to know what they were.
By the time you learn to operate within their set of rules, it's too late. You're part of the web. You can't get out.
Maybe.
I feel like I could ask, hear the words, understand what they mean, have somebody actually talk me through it, and I'd go, yeah, that makes sense. And I would walk away and it would vanish from my mind because it's predicated on realities that we don't share. Beliefs, fundamental beliefs that we don't share, and we never will.
Stick to spirits, Crescent Moon. Don't presume to know how to judge like I do.
Cool. You're the only one who's allowed to have opinions about others because you're the only one who's a theurge.
No, I think he's just wrong.
Nice.
It's a mistake to assume that they have no morals.
No, everyone's got a set of rules they work by, even if those rules are I kill whatever annoys me.
Exactly. I just wish I knew what their value system was.
Me first. I'll get what I want, no matter the cost. There you go. There's the short of it.
I'll split their head open and look at their brain and tell you what I see. Would that satisfy? Because that's all the understandings of their inner workings that I ever hope to do.
Tough crowd.
Probably figure a few things out before that in order to get in. But
Don't worry, I'm not about to start trying to infiltrate the spiral.
That's good, because you know we would have to stop you. And it's gonna get real messy, real fast.
you'd at least need some backup.
I'm not going to infiltrate the spiral.
Because you're already there.
Can I just get a repeat on what you just said there?
Because you're already there.
You accusing
All right,
To the Moon of being a
uh,
black spiral dancer right
well-
now?
That's my pack mate.
Coffee kick number 2 incoming.
You're at 2 rage?
I forgot
Yep.
about that.
Yep.
What?
The coffee mug kick on any percent and the first.
Oh, I heard
How Macros does foreplay, duh.
Oh, cute.
I
I think Macros has been drinking.
No.
coffee
I heard it was.
mug
I thought it was that like
Okay.
Kate had a second mug of
Oh,
coffee
oh,
and now
yes,
was
yes.
like ready to rumble.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. This is just going to be a Hamid form.
Mhm.
Just a straight up punch to the jaw.
Yeah.
You?
Macros is gonna go to deflect the arm and just like put pressure against the elbow. So again, strength brawl.
Oh.
Just like a deflect.
You're going for a grapple.
It's just trying to be flavorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just.
I-
You're not trying to hurt her, is
Yeah,
what I'm trying
yeah.
to get at. So, yeah. So then that's a grapple.
Great.
All right. Yeah, that's my pool. Go ahead. Oh, you already rolled.
Mhm.
You're ahead of the game.
I'm gonna roll.
But
I've got a 0 there that could turn into more zeros.
Ooh,
I
waterfall.
like to see that.
Why not waste some good old willpower?
It's not a waste. If you
it's
get.
flavor.
Yeah, if you get
Well, that's fun.
Flavor.
Great.
Flavor Flav.
Okay.
4.
4. So
Oh.
each of you will
I get
take one
clocked,
superficial
but, like tweak the
damage.
arm a bit.
Okay.
just the bare minimum. Gain a rage.
Yay! Thank you. So are you pissed off because that's preposterous, or pissed off because I hit the nail in the head?
Oh my god.
God damn it.
I mean, I honestly don't know if I would be intervening or.
Troyan tops up her coffee. If
Yeah.
it starts to look really bad, she'll do something,
Yeah.
but this is fine.
All right. Well, that's a frenzy test, I'm afraid.
I mean, you know, it's some pretty hefty.
Troyan
accusations
throws
to level.
Dante in front of her.
Okay,
Bite her ass. Bite their ass.
Bite their
bite
ass.
their ass. Got it.
Thankfully, To the Moon is not short on willpower.
Good.
This is going to be.
Good.
Good morning. How did you sleep? Are you a black spiral dancer? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Here we go.
Seems appropriate.
Hey, I'm just asking
Honestly, it's been a
questions.
while. Too much romance in this session. Get
Hey.
it out.
Gotta get back to our baseless accusations.
Okay, no, we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. Came close to a brutal outcome.
Yikes.
No.
See a little vein twitch in the temple.
Well,
Jesus.
Check yourself.
I'm good. Drops the arm. Straightens her shirt.
Can you roll me one more die, please? A die of luck, not you.
Me.
Is a 4.
Don't mistake me for the member of Downstream that you fucked. And they storm out. Not
Jealous?
but like
Like out the front door, like out the to leave. Yeah, just to be clear.
to go further in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You call out jealous, and there's a stop.
Oh my god.
What are you trying to gain? Are you trying to prove that I'm one of them?
I'm trying to test the waters. Figure out where it's poison.
Accuse me of being a black spiral dancer one more time, and I will challenge you.
But the jealousy wasn't about that. If you care who I'm fucking, we can talk.
Does it look like To the Moon cares?
No, it looks like
Actually,
To the Moon's trying to hide a
insight?
smile.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Good.
Roll your winsight. You just bought it.
Insight.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow.
Oh shit.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
To the Moon is very pissed at any suggestion that they might be in league with spirals, and they still have a certain amount of shame that they were operating in a cairn where there were two who were on the line, or one that was over the line and one that was approaching it. But they don't mind that any percent has found some redemption, and they don't mind that any percent has seemingly, entered into something
Yeah.
with Macros.
Yeah.
What it is, not clear. To the Moon probably doesn't know, but there's just a little bit of like I think I just got a confirmation of what's going on between the two of them,
God damn it.
and I also know where you were last night. And then they leave.
I think they're clear.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is that our new strategy?
I mean, it's certainly fucking effective. Like,
It was good.
Thanks.
Better than this coffee.
Dew leaves the room.
It's got caffeine. It's brown. It's warm.
I just had the weirdest deja vu about a PC of yours and a PC of mine having a conversation about bad coffee.
Yeah, I feel like Sophia would have cared about good coffee, and Patches would not have given it any fuck, so...
Oh, what a mindfuck.
Dante kind of motions to Macros and Troyan and points towards you.
How are you?
Huh. Huh.
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Apparently so.
Not a fan. Not enjoying this. I'll enjoy it more once she realizes what she's been missing.
I think I forgot something in my room.
Scared?
That's a composure check.
To do what?
To not
Throw the coffee mug at his head.
to not get in a fight.
Do you want to test for frenzy?
I have 4 willpower.
It could bite your ass.
I don't feel like it's a frenzy level.
Don't say it like it's a good thing.
It's just like
Then roll me your composure and your resolve.
Damn it, Liz.
two successes.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah. Macris just shakes her head dismissively.
It's alright, I'm scared. Look, I know what she's capable of.
Why did the three of you decide to form a pack?
Interesting. Is there a reason that you need to know, or are you just curious?
Curious.
Like to get to know the people we're going to be fighting alongside, you know, laying down our lives next to, that sort of thing.
And you need to know every element of their personal lives?
Of course not. It's a.
I was hoping to hear the story.
That's going to work way better than what I was going to say. Critical success. Fucking brutal outcome. I'm just going to stop talking now.
When you're the best, you tend to come together. And there was once upon a time where we believed we were the best. Do you know why they call her Quiet Hand?
No.
Because she has a way of ending debate. She takes your hand and stuffs it into your mouth. Most people can't get it back out again. I'm kidding. She got the name Quiet Hand because when things get really bad, really nasty, she stops asking questions. She gets quiet and she just executes. If you manage to convince her that there's something that needs to be done, she'll do it in any way she can. Cleaves the Lie is the sort of person who could find a traitor like no one else could. A traitor, whether it was someone to the nation or a human working in a corporation, or even the idea of a spirit who potentially might double cross you, he could find it. And when he found it, he could get you to admit it yourself, simply by talking to you in circles around and around until you've somehow tripped on your own 2 feet.
When do you lose this ability?
What do you mean?
There was a traitor under his nose.
The whole attack that caused all of this?
Because these are the last acts of a dying man. You've seen it. He doesn't have the will in him anymore. The fight, it's left him. He's a winter wolf. And Slade told me not to go after him.
You're a pack.
Yeah, we are. And sometimes that means letting somebody go of their own accord.
Why wouldn't you tell him that?
Maybe because I was complacent, if that's the word we're using. But maybe it's because that kind of shit's hard. You must have seen a friend of yours struggling at one point. And every time you have a conversation with them, you think you've managed to get somewhere, but it just gets worse and worse and worse. That they can't pull themselves out of their own spiral.
Yeah.
And it's all you can do to help them before you start getting dragged down too. Yeah, we're a pack. But I'm not going to let his Harno destroy us. You must think I'm cruel.
I just wonder what's going to happen to you. You, the pack, after this.
Packs are not permanent.
I know.
I'm mostly worried about what Slade will do.
Yep.
You don't think we should just point her at the most dangerous thing? Let her go?
Slade's smarter than that. You've been able to get under her skin a few times. I'll grant you that. But she's never seriously plotted revenge on you. Maybe that's her complacency.
Yikes.
Don't make any mistake about Slade. She's the most powerful ally you could possibly have. She's the most dangerous enemy you could possibly make. Because if you knock her down, she'll tunnel under the earth and wait until she grabs your ankles at the worst possible moment, just to see you fall flat on your face before she rips your throat out.
Good thing we're all on the same side. I won't have to make an enemy of her.
Same side? No. We're not all on the same side. We like to say that we are. We have a common enemy, but that doesn't make us on the same side. If we were on the same side, these two sets would have been getting along this entire time. Apotheosis would never need to exist. And I'd still have my sister. No one's
Chris
blaming
is
you.
walking off into her room because she feels like this is the least combative thing she can say before she gets going. And Kate's just gonna grab water. Does anyone need anything?
No, not for me, thank you.
I'm good, thank you. John's got his bottle on the way.
Dude,
Nobody pays attention to
no,
me.
somebody saw a gesture.
Ooh, woo. I won't.
Trying to be realistic here. You're both young, overachievers.
Guilty.
You've done something for this city that no other guru has been able to do.
Every other guru was suffering under complacency.
That's right. Which means that you've done something good. Don't look at yourselves and think that you're just in the right place at the right time. You managed to do something that might have saved 2 Cairns, a dozen guru.
There's a butt coming. I can feel it.
You're optimistic. I'm not there yet. I'm watching one of my packmates wither away, and the other one I'm about to see come out that room. And I have no idea what she'll do next. I don't know how many grudges she's been holding all this time under the surface. I don't know who's wronged her in ways that she won't forget now that she'll have everything back.
So in this moment, it's not necessarily about you.
It's never about me. I'm just the storyteller.
Just, eh? I guess what I'm saying to you is, if you're not sure what's going to happen, you can always reorient yourself and think of what you want. You can always try to know what you want. When Jennifer Slade comes out of that room, do you want to protect your packmate? Or do you want something else?
I want to see the cairn restored. Back to its former glory, or at least close to it. I want to see our Theurge be able to communicate with our Cairn's guardian. I want or the mountain to return to the glory that it once had. And I'm not willing to let my packmate interfere with that. As the ranking guru in Weathered Storm, it will be up to Jennifer Slade to prepare the defenses for the right. She has little time for that. I need her on her game. That's happening right now in that room. Cleaves the Lie is basically burrowing into her brain to rip out something that shouldn't have been there but has been for 3 years. I don't know what will happen.
You can call us optimistic if you want, but I'm just trying to frame it as I don't know what's going to happen either. But I know what I want to see happen, and so do you.
I know what you want.
You can see into my heart now, yeah?
My sister can.
He makes like a touche, like, you got me. Okay.
Don't let anyone hear that I called her that. What?
Who were to defend?
According to my sept, my sister is dead. That has not changed, even with the evidences that has been returned.
Oh my god.
She accepted it. She's not using her old name, is she?
It's true.
Fine. You could talk to her.
I did. Do you want to take that back? It was clear that she and Dew had spent some time up.
Yeah, I guess Troy. Okay, what Troyan's trying to ask is, did she tell you she doesn't want to be known as your sister anymore?
Okay.
Yeah,
Ask that.
that's a fair question. Yeah.
Dawn is dead, but Apotheosis can still be your sister. I don't understand why these two things cannot be true simultaneously. And did you ask her if that's what she wanted? Because there's been an awful lot of people assuming other people's wants. Especially when it comes to her.
But it doesn't matter. If she wants it, she'll have to challenge for it. She will have to challenge for the right to be recognized as Dawn again, if that's what she wants.
I'm not talking about a name, I'm talking about your sister. I'm talking about your family.
Family means different things to you than it does to me. That's a win site, if you want to make that.
She does.
That's a bingo.
That's a bingo. Yeah. There you go. It's
So Kung Fu Fenris is correct,
doable. Hashtag doable.
but this is an insight check specifically into Dew's psyche.
Oh.
I
6 successes.
I look at Macris and I think, will her barbs ever truly uncover how I feel about her?
My God. I wasn't expecting that win
This is a
site.
game where everybody loves Macris.
Macris! Yay! I'd play in that campaign. I'd be like, no, look at me!
this is the part where you find out that your storyteller has a humiliation fetish.
What the hell? Been playing together for how many years?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
I do not have a humiliation fetish.
Why would you do that to her?
Okay,
to
6
bang.
successes.
It's like,
Dew's hiding behind the idea that what? Yep. Dew's hiding behind the idea that wolves care less about familial connections than humans do, which is not actually true. Plenty of humans are like, yeah, I have a brother, I don't see him anymore. We disagreed, he left, we broke contact. I'll see him once every 3 Christmases and we don't talk, right? Happens all the time. Wolves, same thing. We ran in a pack together, and then, he outgrew the pack and decided that he wanted to go off on his own and figure out another family. So he did, and then that's that. So he's hiding behind that. What he actually is feeling right now is this weird sense of, I have 2 sisters, one of which I had to disown, the other which I just most recently found out has done awful things, but also good things, and he's very confused about how he feels about Dusk. And Dawn's kind of like a living reminder of what Dusk's crimes were, and so he's like, I'm gonna let her figure out what she wants, because I don't even know what I want when it comes to that right now. And it's safer to let her make the choices, because I sort of feel like we all collectively wronged her, but it's not our fault because we didn't know. But Dusk...
Interesting, that's all mixed up. Yeah, sorry.
You could have been referring to her as your litter mate this whole time, but you haven't been. You've been saying sister.
Yeah, I have.
It carries weight.
Of course it does.
Did it ever occur to you? I'm sure it has. You're very perceptive. That all these things you're feeling, Apotheosis is feeling in spades.
And I'm giving Apotheosis the time to figure that out.
Maybe she feels more alone than ever right now.
Is it glance at Dante?
Maybe you're not the only one who lost 2 siblings. And maybe it would be really helpful for her if her brother said what he would like. It's a lot of emotional labor to put on her shoulders. Don't make her make all the hard decisions.
She's a Galliard. She's used to it.
You're a Galliard. You're used to it.
At this point is when you hear the sound of a chair.
No, it's good.
A chair's life ending.
Oh my god!
In a burst of splinters and concrete.
Dante's heading for the door. He's aiming at it in such a way that if it were to fly open, he wouldn't get fucking clocked as he gets towards it.
Macris's bedroom door closes
Oh!
from within.
You'll never see me coming.
So you're getting close to the door?
Yes. I need to make sure that no one's
I need
getting...
you to roll me your wits athletics.
I hurt. Okay. Yay!
Stay away from the door.
Dante, don't... Alright. Come on, baby. Oh. Yeah, great. Yeah, 4 successes.
Okay.
Let's go.
You do manage to dodge out of the way as the door...
Hey, is everyone...
the door pulls a Troyan.
Nice.
It splinters outwards. And you hear... Gaze at the stars for all I fucking care. You left us this way, and you had every ability to fix it, and you didn't.
Again, I don't think any of us are going to take umbrage with this person. I agree.
The jacket is hanging open in one way, so half of her body is exposed, so showing basically like half a bra and just skin across down. And she stalks out of the room, sees you. Are you doing anything, Dante?
I mean, I guess just taking a small step backwards. Yeah.
So yielding. Good call.
Good. Yeah.
Stride
This isn't
forward.
a fight.
You are still in the common area.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't moved. She's still leaning against the counter.
How long did you know?
Troyan names the date from which she found out.
It's been a few days.
Yeah.
Like a week.
A week.
And I'm last?
By his request.
You care about the request of a feeble fool?
The only one who could lift this curse from you? Fuck yeah.
Well, that's actually not bad. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I'm going to ask you to roll me your charisma persuasion.
The persuasion. Persuader, baby. I feel like Dante's like reaching for a weapon, and then he's like, first of all, I don't have one. Second of all, why? Like, oh god.
3 successes.
A new gun, do you?
That's on my list.
She calms like one tick.
Yes. No,
Where's your no moon mutt?
Why do you want to hit her?
I need to talk to her. As soon as possible.
Is she loud enough for Macros to hear?
What's your wits? Alertness? Or awareness? Sorry, wits awareness?
6.
Yeah, you can hear.
Head pops out into the hallway.
Until door opening.
gun.
Clarification. Look, I did look at potentially buying a dot of firearms and was like, that's not correct at all. But no, head pops out in the hallway.
I need to talk to a ragabash who isn't a smarmy Black Fury fuck or some backwards hick Red Talon. And she walks towards your room.
There is perhaps a hint of a pleading look towards the triad.
Troyan's gonna go along.
Pushes the door
She loves her
open.
pack.
Just like by sheer force of presence tries to get you to back up into the room so that she can.
Yeah, she will once she's given the look towards
Yeah,
triad.
Troyan is on the heels.
You know exactly how I feel about
It does not slam,
Yeah.
but the door closes.
She
shut.
shoves her foot in the way so she can get into.
This is a private conversation and my clothes aren't coming off.
I'll be quiet. Speak.
Fucking wish.
Dante's having a quick like with do like the fuck like.
Do is he's trying not to laugh.
Fire.
Macros like instantly reacts to the fact that she said that out loud. She's like, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh no! What have I done?
Not tonight. It's like 11 in the morning.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I'm literally not even done my coffee. I'm gonna be sitting right here. Just do your thing. She settles in a chair.
You wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need the opinion of somebody who questions the ways.
Cool.
The fuck do I do with a packmate who's had the ability to fix me for 3 years and I haven't seen shit from him until now?
Take a good long look in the mirror about why you didn't think that something was wrong. About why you haven't done anything about the fact that your packmate has lost his way probably for far more than 3 years.
Sorry.
I need you to roll your manipulation.
Troyan's regretting her
It's like
decision.
actually the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Manipulation and there isn't like a skill for just being fucking right.
Persuasion?
We'll say persuasion or intimidation, whichever one you prefer.
I mean, I'll go with intimidation because I've got a bigger pull.
Hey.
Not brutal.
Brutal.
7 looked like for a 1 for a minute. And I was like, oh no. I've got 3 successes and I'm gonna leave it there.
Thank you.
No. Are you gonna do something about him to make him useful for Gaia? Or are you just going to give up on him?
I don't know if there's anything that I can do for him.
Cool.
I think he's dying.
Well, he just did something very useful for all of us.
I think he's dying. I think he's pushing himself as hard as he can.
He is. You're mad that we waited a week. If we cared about him, we should have waited months. But many are worth more than one. This is a war. Now that you have your energy back, channel it. What are you going to destroy? What can we all destroy?
Is he done?
Who?
Leaves the lie. Am I the last? Am I actually the last? Yes.
Why?
Because I need to know what we're doing with him now.
Talk to your packmate. Do is... Akris will gesture in the direction of wherever she last saw Do go.
I mean, he's still hanging with
Yeah.
Don.
I think we're just staring at each
They're
other.
playing air hockey.
Fuck is- click, 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 back and forth.
Distant click.
Dear, no.
I'm gonna go kill the fucking worm and I'm gonna get him to help me. And now she's trying to leave.
Akris isn't going to stop her.
That sounds great.
She takes 5 steps down the hallway back towards where these are and then turns back, looks directly into Macris's eyes, and there's just this. And then continues on buttoning her jacket as she goes.
You okay?
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was incredibly badass. I know you're
Also,
loath to
really
accept
incredibly
compliments.
stupid because the way she's been every other time I've spoken to her, I could have lost my head, quite literally.
That's what I was here for.
She just pulls out the button.
Thank you.
Click.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But that was what she needed.
Always have a plan.
I didn't even think, I just spoke.
I know.
It's kind of what I do, isn't it?
And you do it very, very well.
Hey, you just dropped some bombs out there yourself.
Thanks. Oh, they're friends again.
So doing a circuit to return to the door that she's just destroyed.
How does she look?
Less disheveled. Determined.
again.
Well, you're not going back in there, lady. That's such shitty little NPC guard. Just get the shit kicked out of him. Sorry, I'm
It's like the Hulk, like, just putting his fist out and, like, yeah, things just flying.
No.
Get your shit, old man.
Cool.
You're not staying at downstream anymore.
Dante's gonna move to a position where he can try to see in, just to, like, he wants to watch the interaction unfold.
Cleaves the light, crosses his arms. I don't need you to babysit me. I've never, ever needed you. You need me now, old man. Get your stuff. Do and I are taking you out of here, and we're going to have a very long conversation. And for once, we're going to listen. Go on.
She hasn't been, like, stolen or something, right?
I'm not leaving you alone.
It's too reasonable.
So, get your stuff.
Sorry.
Please, light gets up, grabs like an old backpack. You know, one of those ones where somebody's clearly sewn the arm back on.
Oh,
like,
hell
8
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You know, it probably has like first star written on the outside of it. Do looks at Dante and there's like a yes, dear.
Dante face palms, like, actively.
We're going. No time for goodbyes. Leaves the lie, flanked by Dew and by Jennifer Slade. Move to leave.
Macros make sure to watch what she now thinks might be the last time she ever sees Cleves alive.
Are you stopping them?
No.
Are you stopping them?
No.
I'm trying to think of like not a witty rejoinder, but just like a some sort of sign off for them. But nothing is coming to Dante that would have any sort of gravitas for these three. No way.
Dew lifts one finger. I'm going to make sure that I have all the facts, and I'm going to thank Downstream for what they did, and then I will join you. Wait for me outside. Slade goes, fine. They proceed out. There's no one else from Downstream here except you, right? At the moment?
I mean,
To
unless
the Moon went further into the cairn, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't think To the Moon wants to talk to any of us right now. So can you pass along a message?
If it's a thanks that you're looking to deliver, then I think they would be interested in that.
Yes, it is.
To the Moon, could we have a moment of your time?
Fuck no!
Someone wants to say thank you.
They can wait.
How long?
There's no answer.
I'm trying to actively.
They're annoyed, they're angry, I get it.
Standard state of being.
I'm going to come back. Just for now, we're leaving with Cleves the Lie. He's ill. But maybe we can do something about that. Whatever we're going to do, it's going to have to be his choice in the end.
You'll be back in a month, right?
In a month, one of the most important things any of us have ever done is happening. We'll be back. I hope he will be. But like I said, it's going to be up to him.
We trust you to do right by your pack.
You can trust her. I've never seen somebody aim a shotgun so effectively.
There's something to be said for balance in all things. Do.
Shadow Lords are very fond of thinking that they're always the ones who are truly in control.
You never told us why you were also considered the best, so I'm just gonna have to draw my own conclusions.
Because game recognizes game. Well done. Well done. I owe you. And he turns and he starts to walk away.
I don't think I hate Slade anymore.
That's big news.
Trian doesn't say anything, but she does take a long sip of coffee.
To hide her eyes.
Not smug, but kind of like pleased. Little
That's nice.
pleased eyeballs.
That's nice. We're letting.
We let
go
two.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, that was like
In
one
case
statement.
he's slowing down for some reason. Yeah.
Does someone not hate me too? No. Oh.
Wolf is sad.
I'd probably get pretty pissy too if I was being held back.
I feel like we were pretty
the third
pissy, and we
grade.
weren't even being held back from that thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We yelled at him a lot.
We yelled at them all a lot.
Yeah.
Deserving.
I'm glad he's getting a chance. that he's done this and that whatever quest they're off on.
I just hope you can temper whatever Slade thinks is the right thing to do. Because whether or not it is, she's going to assume that it has to be done in the extreme.
Better than withering slowly and taking everyone with them.
She said they
I
were
agree.
going to listen to him.
She did say that. Oh,
And she's a
Yeah.
lot of things, but she's not a liar.
can't argue with that.
To the Moon comes back out, now having shed their biker clothes and now in casual, which for To the Moon means crisply pressed slacks, a button-up shirt with ruffles on the sleeves.
Fancy. Just trying to encourage the Seps to talk to each other. That's all. Do you wanted to thank us downstream?
Do can figure out when he wants to come back on his own.
Yeah.
I like having an excuse for him to come back.
Oh, for
Sister.
briefly, I was like,
I also really was like,
Hey.
oh.
real Romeo and Juliet.
Well,
story.
To the Moon was kind of flirting with Guy Boucher, right? If I'm not
I
mistaken.
don't know. I feel like To the Moon is hatefully flirting with everyone.
This is
the
fair.
web is too thick for me.
Web is too thick sounds like the I don't know, motto of Captain Splooey.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say it's like also a line out of like maybe some sort of weird '90s hacker movie, you know,
No.
like hackers.
It's like Spider-Man. It's the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire while he's still figuring out how his powers work.
Yes, of
Web
course
is
he
too
would.
thick.
No, it's Dakota Johnson. Spider-Woman.
Madam
Or Madam
Web.
Web or
Madam.
whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
You're brooding?
God, that movie was.
Oh my gosh, we just say Captain Splooey and he appears. It's
Captain
like
Splooey.
Beetlejuice, but you just have to say it once.
Right. Oh,
Blues, blues, blues. Yeah. Like,
Nice.
Do you need a break?
I would not mind a bio break.
thank you.
I don't need to go anywhere, but I need to stand.
Oh.
I must stand.
I am headless.
Macris is now.
And a 2. And a 3.
I'm also gonna get some water.
Does anyone
washroom.
else want anything? How's your water, John?
I mean, I want less stress in my life. Oh, I have plenty of water.
Okay.
Another Nanaimo bar. Oh,
As much as I would like another Nanaimo bar, I don't think that's wise in this
Understood.
juncture.
Splooey Hot Pocket. I'll ship it.
You ship Splooey in a hot pocket? That'll burn your dick off.
I ship Splooey with a lot of
Say it
things.
would burn your mouth, John. Like,
Hot.
did you have to go straight?
Look, we were playing Jackbox after. We should. Yeah.
What's wrong with saying we were playing Jackbox? What's it called? Naughty? The Naughty Pack. It's pretty naughty. I kind of wish there were more, but it wasn't a full cost game, so I'm okay. And that's the thing with the Jackbox games. When a pack releases, there's often like 1 or 2 like very good games in them. 2 games that you're like, yeah, okay, and 1 or 2 games that are like, yep, I don't think I'll ever play that again. And I mean, we played each game once, so not enough to really get like a full sort of opinion of it. But I kind of feel like 2 of the games, I'm like, yes, I would definitely play this game, and one of them I think is the sort of game you have to have a lot of players.
It straight up mentions genitalia with almost every prompt. That's how saucy it is. And not like with euphemisms.
Well, yeah, with you.
There are also euphemisms, but sometimes it's just like blah blah blah. Penis, blah blah blah.
blah 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 penis blah 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 could also like be the definition of an RPG clinic session.
We tend to use you.
But Captain Splooey, I'm not surprised, but I'm also kind of pleased. That's how that is.
Like, if you were a doll that they pulled the string in the back, that's one of the things you would say.
There's a snake in my boot. Blah 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 penis blah blah blah. So one thing that I can say, which is a nice thing, is that our glug, yeah, well, that too.
I heard a meme. Okay, I like this. We've got descended into chaos where Splooey is yelling at Lydia. Chat has really gone wild. Chat gone wild.
Family raised $900 for the Terry Fox Foundation.
Oh, good job, family.
Yeah. Terry Fox is it's a thing in other places. It's not just Canada anymore. It is worldwide.
Yeah, but he's from Canada and did his run in Canada, across Canada. Yeah.
I mean, if you ever want to like just straight up be like, "Bleh," you can look up the story of Terry Fox.
Yeah.
But he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious how many people in chat actually know who Terry Fox is without having to look him up.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least what he stood for. No. God damn it. Oh, wrong.
I didn't walk into that, you did. Judging by the silence in chat, I would guess no one knows what we're talking about. If you're listening on podcast or watching on YouTube, drop a comment if you know who Terry Fox is without looking it up. Thumbs up. Osab does. Yes.
If Osab didn't know who Terry Fox was, I would be
Osab already knows everything.
Yeah, that exactly.
And
Osab's knowledge extends
in
far
Canada.
and wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad.
I mean, it's sad. But
has inspired lots of fundraising, etc. So, thumbs up, legacy and all that.
Oh yeah, really not much of somebody who can be considered more badass. Yeah.
Oh,
A 6-hour documentary?
on North America, or specifically Canada, or specifically Quebec, or even
Yeah, because North America, I could understand him not picking up necessarily.
Even
But
in
Canada,
Canada.
I feel like he's pretty... Like, he was a part of our curriculum at school.
Yeah, well, it was like a thing we did. Oh,
He wasn't a Quebec specific.
yeah. Interesting.
He spent some time here in Quebec,
I'm
but
so curious about these video essays, though.
Oh, sorry, I'm
No. I'm just.
why would that sound horrific, Captain Split?
Oh, stop, that's so cool.
It's very cool.
I mean, a 6-hour documentary feels like a marathon.
A 6-hour documentary on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except giant
is it like
pandas sounds horrible.
Is it like a documentary series? Is it because some docs like can enthrall me?
Video essays. So.
But the Terry Fox
So.
the Terry Fox run has raised over $850 million. So, like,
Ravignon. Sur la pont Ravignon.
On y danse, on y danse.
Can you tell we had French curriculum in our elementary school learnings?
so I will say just one of the things about this channel, it's actually a standing rule, is that we don't discuss Quebec politics here.
Yeah.
Mostly because they're complicated, and I would very strongly encourage anybody who's looking into that sort of thing to get multiple viewpoints. Even the people who sound calm and reasonable about this sort of thing, and I include myself in that statement, doesn't necessarily have everything on all sides.
Major bias.
Major bias?
Yep.
Ooh, Révignon is next doing a series on Brazil.
Yeah. Ooh. Révignon.
But still, good to look stuff up. I'm not saying
Yeah.
you did anything wrong or anything.
No.
just multiple viewpoints.
Yeah.
Before you start thinking that you know what's going on here, because...
We barely know what's going on.
Yeah.
Truth.
So that I finally saw that they were going to introduce a bill that I agreed with. I'm
Oh,
trying to remember what it was. It was something,
Is it about tipping?
yes, that tipping, like automated tipping calculations have to be on the price before taxes instead of on top of taxes, which is what the tradition always was. And then the machines came out and the button just goes on top of tax. So you're over tipping. I mean, tipping itself should
And
die, but
it's
that's
bear in mind
separate.
that when
Politics.
here in this province, when you purchase a good or service, it is essentially, with federal and provincial taxes added on, 15% on all purchases. So if you are being tipped on $100,
Yeah.
then you're actually being tipped on $115 instead of 100, which is what it was supposed to be.
yeah.
But anyway,
That's an extra $2.25 per $100. An extra 2.25%. Anyway.
Anyway. Is there anything else that you needed to accomplish immediately, or is it time for you to start preparing?
Not immediately, but there are some, I think, longer actions that I would like to initiate. Some of which maybe even can be, brushed aside. And some of which might be more important. Yeah.
Yeah, this is up to you as to
Great,
what
yeah.
you want to do next.
Uh,
I have no bombs to drop in your lap
yeah.
yet.
Good. I'll just list some things, John, and you can tell me if I need to roll or if I can do them or whatever. I need a piece. Dante needs the gun back.
You have that. That is
Yeah, okay,
not
great.
something you need to worry about.
Okay,
It's-
cool. It was taken. Yeah, it was taken off of us when we were captured is all,
Yes.
so I would get another one. Okay, cool. Done. We wanted to, and we would probably start this search out in the West Island at Juan's parents' place.
Welcome to the West Island.
What the hell? We're looking for Code 902's corpse, or what's left of it.
How would you possibly go about looking for his corpse?
Well, that's a great fucking question. I suppose we would be looking
Interesting.
for
Then
police
I would-
reports.
Then
Of brutal
which
murders.
among you has the highest intelligence investigation?
I think it's going to be me. I have 6.
I have 3.
Right. We're skilled assisters.
That's right.
Skilled help.
Did you get +2?
Yep. Sisters. Sisters.
Us sisters.
Sister.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Lord, help the mister
Wouldn't be an
who
RPG
comes
stream
between
without a
me
sister.
and
in
my
it.
sister.
Sister.
Lord, help the sister who comes between me and my man.
6 successes?
Damn,
Decent number of
investigation.
successes.
Thank you. Well, I had some assistance.
I had to spend some willpower to get that.
No.
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 You just tried to sneakily spend a moment.
He just like hide stats.
Success.
This is going to take you some time. So how long do you want to devote to this search?
The other big preparation that Dante needs to do, and I can't speak for these two, is he needs to go to Weathered Storm, find Site of Seven, and spend as much time as she thinks it's going to need to learn the right of cairn building from her. So how much time am I willing to devote? Basically the rest of it.
You do not find Code 902's body.
Rip.
However, you do find evidence that the body of a vagrant was recovered and processed and cremated. The reason why you suspect that this might be Code 902 is because it follows the exact same kind of procedure that happened to the body that you believe belonged to Mbatu.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Is that something that we discover through our own search, or is that something that Vincent let us know about? Because we had asked him to also be on the lookout for such a thing.
Vincent does trip you to the initial sort of thing. You have to do some of the working to figure out exactly how it was, because Vincent is like, yep, there's another body here. I'm not going into police records. I don't
That's
give a fuck.
perfect. Just knowing that
nothing to do with
You are
me.
like, yes, I found something. You can come and discuss it with me if you want. Remember, you said that you would find our meeting place next time. Unless you enjoy coffee.
I think this could be an email. I haven't met the guy actually, so I don't know.
Yes, he does tip you off to this. But this means that there's nothing left to even try to verify that it is who they say it is.
Okay.
The body was picked up, however, behind a deli in Valois.
Deli Bees or Point Claire Deli?
Point Claire Deli.
Sorry.
Incredible. No, I love it.
So important, but
It's-
not important for my
The
mind.
MTL love is very real. Love it.
Deli Bees is one of the rare other places to get really legit smoked meat. If you're ever at the airport and only have 3 hours and don't want to,
You could also go to Smoked Meat Pete's.
it's further.
Yeah, definitely it's further, but you
You
can't
can't beat
their
Pete's meat.
Yeah, you can't beat Pete's meat.
Boo!
That's their actual
That's the
motto.
slogan.
Oh.
Anyway,
Respect.
Wait,
that's
you're
really
like
sad.
Code 902, Pete?
Oh, Pete's meat was beat behind a deli meat
Beat
shop.
into the ground.
Beat into the ground and
Sorry,
cremated. Cremated.
Cremated.
Cremated.
Yahweh, Autumn.
Oh,
Yahweh.
boy. Anyway.
No, Yahweh is
So Code 902 was like eating a smoked meat sandwich when his face was stolen?
We don't know. Maybe he was
might
trading
not
and
even be Code
smoking.
Really good
902.
pizza.
That's true.
That's also true. Might have been Pete. Fuck.
Oh, well, in that case, he had what was coming to him.
My conclusion in all of this.
I'm well
for now,
rested. I'm logical.
Yeah. Which
This is what happens when Kate drinks coffee during game.
my conclusion as of now anyway is that there's no way to know for now what his sort of final moments contained. So
You know
I mean-
that it was that they recovered the body where they recovered the body.
yeah,
That's it.
that's it. So if I need to give him a good life as per Apotheosis in his gathering for the departed, I'm no worse off than I was before, but I'm no closer to a truth that Dante might have been hunting.
You can run his gathering for the departed if you want. Or you can wait until afterwards.
It'd be so nice to do it once everybody had like gotten together as well, you know, like done the rite of care and building together. It'd be
Or it's
nice.
a way to bring everybody together before it happens.
That all is true, and it'd be a good way for old Dante McGee to assist in building of
Please
morale.
tell me that Dante's last name is...
McGee. No,
It's not.
it's not. I had a fake ID, which is not his name. So
This is like the first draft when he was like, "What should my replacement name be?"
Dante McGee. I think that's a good idea, and that would be something I would want to do. Scott, might need a little bit of time to think about that as I learn the rite of care and building as well.
All right.
Other than these two.
What rights are all of you learning?
I'm learning the rite of cairn building and spirit summoning.
I should point out, by the way, let's just stop for a second here to say, a couple of sessions ago, I let everybody be able to choose one rite that they would learn. Scott's character Dante is getting an additional, which is the the rite of cairn building. But I have decided that rites that have purely social benefits, that they are not game mechanic based, do not require expenditure of experience. They only have to be reasonable for somebody to have learned. So you have to find somebody to teach you how to do it, or it has to be something that you could have ostensibly learned off camera some other way. So things like a satire rite for Macros, not making Macros spend 5 experience just to learn how to do a satire rite.
She does it for free every day.
A gathering for the departed, something that Dante can learn without needing to spend experience points. So just to make sure that that's clear for people. However, they've also decided to learn other rites, and let's hear what they are.
Troyan is learning the rite of the wolf reborn.
Ooh.
So channel the pack's rage into one who has lost the wolf.
Seems good.
Macros is going to learn the rite of shadow passage off of Dante in the other section of his free time, which will segue into a task that we may or may not want to accomplish, but...
Stag and Sky and all that. Jesus Christ. I can't lose Sky.
We have a lengthy to-do list.
Shit.
And your other rite?
Yes, spirit summoning as well. Yeah.
Additionally, with any extra free time, Troyan is scouting the mountain, basically prepping to be a guardian for the rite. She wants to know every nook and cranny of that damn mountain.
Somebody who you'll have to talk to about that.
Ew.
It'll be the person who's in charge of the engineering the defenses.
Well, that's what she's doing while she's waiting for Slade to come back. Because we were under the impression they'd be gone for a long time. But
Gone for a little while.
Yeah, we weren't necessarily.
in the meantime, she
They
just gets
probably
her
were.
bearings, but she will ask her about that.
Stag. Question mark. And then potentially stake out Pointe-à-Calier Museum.
Interesting. Is dealing with Stag something that you want to take care of before this? Or after this?
I feel like we left him waiting so long.
Scott.
Yeah.
Because I think this
Yeah.
your dice pool.
Please, thank you.
This is going to be a resolve occult.
Oh, lovely. Uh-oh. Oh! It's a brutal outcome. I cannot believe it. Sorry, team. Hey, Dante, should we bring this to Stag?
I'm going to give you... So I'm going to give you 0 hint as to whether it would be a better idea to do it before or after the rite of cairn building. Or whether you should just blow it off and not do it at all.
Okay.
No hints.
Okay. Well, we're not going to blow it off and not do it at all, because
No, we have to do it.
that's what 4 cult buys you here.
What I will tell you, though, is that there is a better answer. There is one... I know that one of these things is almost certainly going to be a better choice, whether to do it before or after. But I'm not telling you which one. Tough noogies.
Dante is going to go with his gut, his knowledge of what he knows of heart wardens, of Stag, of protecting the home. The cairn is the home. The cairn is the center of power on the mountain. If we were to build it up, it would give us even more. It just means that we're more serious about what we're attempting to do here. Serious about building something, and Stag would appreciate that. That's what I'm going with, whether or not it's correct.
We're already late anyway. What's another month?
And
That's what Macros
Dante goes,
responds to when she brings it up, and Dante comes up with that very
Dante goes,
intelligent answer.
Shit. Thanks, TT.
So that means that your decision is...
To wait until after the rite of cairn building.
Okay.
Okay. Now, weigh in on the Discord.
Just
Did I
gonna-
fuck it up?
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Somebody... We'll put a poll up in MBM spoilers just to ask. Did Dante fuck up?
Woo!
Of course, technically, that's all three of you.
Yeah, well, sure.
Get over here.
A little shiver, anyway.
Pay very close attention. This isn't the sort of thing that one learns easily, and we have very little time before we actually go through with this. Why are we rushing, you ask?
Why are we rushing?
Yes. During the rite of cairn building, it is almost never going to go smoothly. It attracts a lot of attention from spirits who may or may not have their best interests aligned with ours, alongside enemies who might choose to this moment to strike. The faster that we go, the less likely that our enemies are going to be able to prepare for such a moment. Because we know we're doing this. But it is going to put us at risk. There will be guardians. We've already reached out to see if we can get assistance. Downstream has pledged that they will do so. Perhaps there are other Guru who will assist us as well. But you, Dante, you have a different task.
Tell me, Sight of Seven, what does this task entail? How do you see it?
Once the rite is begun, I will be guiding those participating, and we will need many to participate in the rite itself. This is not some quiet ceremony that 1 or 2 or 3 Guru can take on themselves while everyone else moves in a line to protect. It will take much of our energy, experience, blood, sweat, tears in order to make sure that we succeed. But what happens if something were to happen to me? To perform the rite of cairn building is to put the cairn at risk. It is to make it vulnerable. And I will not tolerate doing so if there is any chance that my own infirmities might result in disaster. Which means that as much as I will be the right master for this moment, I need you to be ready to step up in case something happens to me. Because if something does, it will be all for nothing. Less than nothing. We could lose all. And so you're going to pay attention, Dante. You're going to learn exactly how to do this. Because as much as I know that I will do everything in my power to make sure that this rite succeeds, I am not invulnerable.
This place means a lot to me. I don't have the same history here that you do, but it still means a lot to me and to what I want to do, what I care about. So I'll take this on.
Do the rest of your pack feel the same way? I know that at the very least, one of them's been skulking around the grounds recently.
Preparing. They'll do what it takes to make sure this succeeds.
I hope so.
They will.
It's not always that simple. Fuck you, Uber Eats. We've already ordered from you today. Why are you trying to get me to buy more food? It's been done today. That's just gross.
It's okay, Sight of Seven.
No.
No, it's all right, Sight of Seven. It's okay. Oh my God! She didn't even teach me the. Oh no!
And
Quick,
this is
bite her
a
ass.
problem.
Bite her ass.
Bite her ass.
You are opening a conduit a spiritual conduit from the Umbra into here to allow the natural force, the ley lines that spread underneath the world in order to erupt forth, granting the spiritual power to Goose, who watches over us, but also to make sure that the protections that we've woven into this place remain strong. Yes?
I understand.
We have protections. And she extends her arms, and you can see just a small ripple from the outward ends all around the bond. We are, after all, in the middle of a park, and it is not something that we wish to share. This place is hidden. Mortals do not step upon the bond. Not unless they are exceptional, and if they are exceptional, then we have those who guard the bond to turn them away. Juan is especially gifted at doing such a thing. She knows how to convince those to leave without a fight. A strange thing for an Arun, but we do what we can with who we have. You should know you have an Arun in your pack, and it seems like her answers to everything isn't always to pop claws.
That's not how Troyan always fights. It's true.
Yes. Now, watch me. And do not learn the movements that I make, for they will not be yours. Look instead to my intention and then discover how you must do it, knowing that your particular affiliations with Spider and with... Who is your pack's patron?
Fox.
Ah, yes. Still Fox.
Still Fox.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will guide you differently. The intention is what matters. Now! And then she takes her hand and then just slams it right on the back of Dante's head and then pushes. Feel the ground! Grinds Dante's face directly into the ground here.
What the fuck? Thrashes about and he understands.
How does it feel to you? The ground itself. Describe it. Its essence.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the correct answer. You will give it to me. How is the ground here?
I mean, how is the ground here? Like
Talking about like in this very moment?
Yeah. I mean,
PT.
good. Yeah, it's been recently rained, perhaps.
There's some fallen leaves on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, eat dirt. Damn it, Aragorn.
How is the ground?
I can sense beyond the dampness of the earth. I can sense a dryness, something that's missing.
You sound like a new age hippie. I sense that there is something wrong from beyond. Are you trying to appeal to a ghost council? Or do you truly feel that this mountain is dying?
I know it is.
Good.
I've seen it, and so have you.
Then we can begin. Clean your face off, you're disgusting.
Is he like kind of turned on, or is this?
No. I want to make it.
kind of.
Can I roll for this? Troyan's passing by in this.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, great.
Roll
Thank you so
your
much.
with sight.
Do I have to roll to conceal my erection? Like, what do you?
I don't know. How powerful is it? What kind of pants is he wearing?
I mean, have you ever heard of a pencil? Yeah, sorry.
God, it was almost a brutal. Hilarious.
That would have been pretty bad for you.
6 successes.
Okay, so Dante is not sexually attracted to Sight of Seven. Just to be very clear.
Why not?
Great question, and I think
That's
you
why
know.
I say we need to meet a different third so we
Yes,
can
we
check
need
it off
to
the
meet
list.
another The Urge.
You did. Her name is Alice. Cuter than I was. Not much of a talker.
Real layer of flesh.
Oh, right. She gave you head.
Oh, I mean, fair.
Technically, Macros gave her head.
Hey,
Boom. Boom.
he
No.
he's in this moment he's pissed because she's just doing he's giving off vibes of like, fuck this power tripping ghost council, like she's not teaching me anything, like what the shit is this garbage?
Yes.
But he's ready to fucking learn. He's
Wait,
like,
Ericwin, did
setting-
you just actually me?
she did.
Technically, it's
like
only
magma
dirt until
versus
it's
lava.
displaced. At the moment, it is soil.
Ericwin, did you push your glasses further up your nose before you wrote that comment?
Not instead of only.
It's not dirt until it's displaced.
Yes.
Yes.
Dr. Oh, no.
Do you tell Juan?
I mean, at some point we gotta. Oh wait. Tell Juan about.
Code 902.
Well, I feel like
The
we.
information that
the
you
extra
received.
body.
The new information. Yes, that's true. Yeah. I gotta. I Dante's probably not the prime candidate for this, but he would put it on himself to be like, he's my friend. I'll do it.
The others could have gotten there first. You're busy learning a fucking right.
It's true. Would anyone feel the urge to do this sooner than Dante?
Tryon would. She's wandering around. She's creeping.
Oh, Juan!
Neighborhood?
I actually had something to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
This will be
Actually,
emotionally devastating. You should sit
speaking
down.
of dirt, guess who ate dirt besides Dante? Your ex. He's dead. No, that's not what she said.
He's dead. Hardcut.
Hard cut.
Knew that.
Yeah, she already knew that.
Juan at some point notices that you seem to be skulking.
Classic try.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to get a lay of the land.
On your own.
Yeah.
You can ask. There are those of us who've spent almost every night out here.
I want to feel the ground. If somebody gives me an order, I need to know the fastest way to complete it.
I was about to say you sound like Sight of Seven. Now you sound more like me,
I'll take that as a compliment.
I guess. Does anybody want to be compared to Sight of Seven? I heard that. I didn't. I'm not there. I just hear everything.
I mean, a compliment to be compared to you.
Maybe. I don't know. Lately, it doesn't feel like a compliment.
Why not?
I haven't accomplished much. I serve. But I feel like I've been here. You're the ones who've been going out and doing everything.
Everyone has been suffering under the complacency curse.
Yeah, there's that too. When
You
I'm
can't be
thrilled.
blamed for following the orders of people who didn't want to do anything.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I am going to blame myself.
No, I get the impulse. But for what it's worth, I don't blame you. Sometimes
Well,
it's
it's-
easier to hear it from other people.
Well, discover the ground as you like. It's awfully dirty.
Dante is preparing a
Gathering.
Dante is preparing a gathering of the departed for Code 902.
Oh.
And we were investigating the circumstances of his death. We're still not 100% sure, but you should know that we did. There was a body that turned up. We don't know the identification, but the location makes sense.
Where's the body?
Cremated. Just like the other victim of it.
So you're pretty sure? Sure enough to do a gathering.
I think we're as sure as we're ever going to get, unfortunately. And I know that the lack of certainty is excruciating. And I wish we could give you more.
No, that's not excruciating. That's more than I thought I was going to get. Look, it felt like he had somebody in every port. Who's always had a way of making you feel like you were the only one who could help him. Except that there were 7 or 8 other women out there who were the only ones who could help him. But you still felt good because you felt like he was doing something special. You ever hang out with a bonar? Wait, that's a stupid question. I felt like he was going to help the people who couldn't help themselves, and if I helped him, then that was like I could help them. And that was special.
They do have a way of saying very powerful things without even meaning to.
No, Code 902 was kind of a penis.
Okay.
Perfect.
He knew what he was talking about, but sometimes he would come in and he would say that he just needed a place to stay. He needed a hand on his shoulder. He needed to disconnect.
Do you think that he was maybe in over his head with something? Romance aside, do you think that...
The word romance definitely causes like a... Well,
Sorry.
I think that he was trying to learn something, and he was using his contacts in the underground to figure it out. Whether it had something to do with the spirals that you uncovered, or the space stealer that you were talking about, or something else entirely.
So why wouldn't he share that information with us? Because now he's gone and he could have uncovered all of it, or he could have gotten in too deep, and we'll never know. We'll never know why they killed him. If he was just a guru at the wrong place at the wrong time, or if he knew too much, or... That's what's excruciating.
Like the rest of us, do you think that he had that in his head? Because it didn't seem like that to me.
Really?
Now that I think about it, now that I've had the chance to think about it, no, he seemed like he was motivated and pushing. Like, kind of like you.
Why would he be left out of it? And if he'd found a way to cure himself, why wouldn't he extend that to everybody else?
I don't have the answer.
No, sorry, it's rhetorical.
But maybe he felt like there was no one he could trust.
He should join the club.
Yeah, but it felt worse because then I was there trying to love him, and he couldn't even trust me enough to tell me what was really going on.
It's a shitty thing to do.
Maybe. I know that he was interested in some environmental lawyer.
Yeah? You remember the name?
Whether or not. Oh, sorry. Yep.
I don't think he ever used her name. Just said that she lived in Hampstead.
I think we knew where Mbatu lived, didn't we?
So this is.
I was referring to Dante's sister.
Perhaps Dante's
Oh,
sister
this
Janet.
is Dante's. Sorry, yeah, I was thinking it was.
No, I mean.
I understand that.
There's a lot of characters.
And also,
A lot of environmentalists, which is great.
Code 902 may not have ever mentioned
I
Janet's
don't-
name.
yeah.
Why would she? Why would he? To her, I mean.
Why was he talking about her to you?
He just mentioned that he was talking to some lawyer. I followed him one day. He went into her house and... Yeah. Two-timing son of a... Nope. Nope. It's not his mom's fault. Love sucks. Don't get involved in it.
The right may help you get some kosher.
Oh no, I'll be there. I'll be there.
And if you need anything, I know what it's like to mourn someone that you have complicated feelings about.
You. Thank you. What's Macros taking care of?
Taking care of biz.
She's gonna make extensive use of Face in the Crowd to, at first just to be a tourist meandering around the old port, happening to be interested in this cool building. Then she's going to find her way to blend in with some tourist groups that are visiting inside the Pointe Calier Museum. And then at some point she's going to reach out to separately Any%, Brandon, and Guy, the three Ragabashes, to look into some stakeout missions over the month.
4 times 0 is still 0. 0 moon.
Oh.
I was like, gosh,
no,
I guess we
for
failed
no
then. Wow, okay.
Damn.
I wasted my month.
I did play that.
Yeah.
Forbidden West?
No.
Yes, Macros is essentially using Assassin's Creed mode.
Big fan. Curious if any of
She
them.
also apparently makes some friends at Ubisoft Montreal.
Boy, we're not touching that one.
Nope.
Then I'm going to need you to roll your wits streetwise, please. And your rage now is reset to 2.
And I'm going to say this is carefully considered.
Oh,
She's
yes, it
taking her
absolutely
time.
is carefully considered.
Very good.
And am I finding something lost or overlooked?
Yes.
Good question, actually.
My aim, I guess, is to find the stuff that's overlooked that is secrets. So,
I
yeah.
mean, fair, actually, yeah.
Thank you.
Killer's Play. Sounds awesome.
Well, I
no.
can press that button.
Oh
my
God. Macros!
All right.
You know, you're playing Assassin's Creed and someone just walks into you. Press
Then
X
I'm
by
going to
mistake.
give you...
Kill him.
Should have taken half.
And you're
Then I'm going to give you...
Oh, I had too many rage dice.
Yes, you're specifically 2, which means that the roll is null.
Oh, shit!
But you have to roll. I'm not letting you
Yeah,
take it.
no.
It'd be very funny if it was. Oh, sorry.
Well, push the button.
There's lots
Yeah, can you imagine?
on here. Sorry. All my dice, like 3 of the dice are leaning. There we go.
Little tray. It's nice.
That's my bad. 1, 2, 3 successes, and I will leave it for the sake of all the re-rolling I've done.
Nope. Nobody actually called upon my Primal Urge joke earlier. Where I mentioned Primal Urge. at the beginning of this session.
I don't remember that.
What?
Because Primal
3
Urge
hours
used to be a skill
Oh, okay.
Okay.
in Werewolf. It isn't any.
Okay.
So I have Primal Rage as a gift,
Yeah,
but not
no,
Urge.
it was a skill. It had
I
to
am
do with
the
like
Urge.
your ability to shapeshift and
Oh,
it
cool.
involves some other things.
Nice.
It was sort of like how in touch you were with your like inner werewolf. 3 successes.
This is if you'll let me spend the willpower for a reroll.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't rerolling.
I just felt guilty because I rerolled so many times.
Fine. Okay.
Stake out macros. Stake out macros.
Macris, you now think that you have an accurate idea of 3 people who have visited this museum too often who don't seem to actually be staff. You know their faces. You believe that you would be able to recognize them on site elsewhere. You can even have photographs taken of them with your phone. They're not like perfect mugshots, but
Yeah,
they're clear
yeah.
enough that you'd be able to show them to the other
Other
3
people.
Ragabash.
Yeah.
So these 3 people, you cannot say for certain they are Guru. They are Black Spiral Dancers. No. But they're 3 people who have definitely come to the museum at odd times. They come to the museum more often than you would expect somebody to because they also are not there with like, I'm like an archaeological history student.
Yeah.
I just want to know more about the wonders of the tunnels underneath Montreal or whatever. They're not educators.
Yeah.
So these 3 you can pass on
Yeah.
to any percent, Guy and Brandon. Any percent mentions that one thing that he is sure of is that Pointe-à-Pitre has extra data nodes that are passing in and out of the museum. So he's certain that they are making use of pattern spiders. However, he doesn't know how to interact with pattern spiders the way that a theurge would. So while he's aware that they're happening, he can't track them effectively, and he also can't ask them to stop. Brandon will tell you that he can figure out who these 3 people are and get back to you. He'll be able to get you names and locations of where they live. Brandon.
Gee.
No, it's still Brandon.
Still Brandon, sorry. Yeah.
Brandon takes 3 days to get you this information. So he'll give you the names. I'm not giving you the names because I don't give a
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
right now.
Name.
Yeah. So you have names and locations. All 3 of them are around. They're around Troyan's age, maybe a little younger.
I think I made her 28.
Great.
So following along the same kind of pattern that Nicole
Aha.
has chosen. Nicole, by the way, has not been contacted since.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Guy agrees one night to stake out with you. His only condition for this is that he will not enter the building.
Sure.
He doesn't think that that's a wise choice to make without enough backup. But what he's going to do is he's going to see if he can figure out whether or not this is indeed concealing a hive.
Cool.
Sorry, when I say building, I mean like the underground. He'll go into the museum, but he won't
Yeah.
like infiltrate
Yeah.
below.
Oh, potential hive, yeah.
Look, I've been doing a lot of thinking. If this is a hive, Then we have a certain responsibility, yes?
Yes.
We could do an advanced attack before we engage in our plan. Try to knock them off balance. But it might mean we would lose people for the actual battle ahead.
I'm not prepared to risk that yet. I think there are other priorities.
We could destroy the museum.
Definitely not willing to do that.
It would mean that they would have difficulties. They'd have to relocate.
And then we would know nothing about wherever they relocate.
You would choose intelligence over an easier time. That's not a complaint, it's a question.
I don't know whether it would be easier.
Good point. Very well.
Ants and bees. You can destroy one location and they'll relocate. They'll protect the queen. They'll get somewhere else and the queen will start a new colony. This isn't the first colony. This is the third city that there has been this pattern in of this no moon. Whether it's just spirals here, whether the no moon...
Stolen moon, you mean?
Stolen moons, thank you.
You're a no moon.
Stolen moon!
The stolen. Oh my god.
Shit! Secrets revealed! Stolen moon. So,
You think that the stolen moon and the BSDs, they are in league?
there's too much overlap to assume otherwise.
That's fair.
So, my fear is that it might escape if we give it reason to. If it thinks it's comfy, safe, can do its version of procreating.
I'm going to go inside. You will not be able to track me. What I need you to do is listen, because if you hear me, I need help.
I'm all yours.
You said ears, not yours, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Look, I would be flattered. I'm not saying that.
It's been a weird month.
You're telling me.
Pulls out a deck of cards and he hands it to Macros. You take care of this for me.
I don't like that, but I will.
Why don't you like that? You look good with them. And then he walks inside.
She isn't good at shuffling, so she's literally just she spends some time attempting to do an okay shuffle.
Elizabeth, I need you to roll me a die of luck.
Locked up.
1.
All that die, Brent. Oh.
After about an hour, you feel a tap on your shoulder. It's Guy, but he has a finger on his lips. He offers his elbow.
She takes it amicably and attempts to slide the cards back into his pocket.
God.
You graze his.
Oh,
I assume it's late October, early November, depending on where we are in the.
keys. Okay.
The keys are my penis.
I assume he's wearing like a jacket.
Yeah, he's
I call them my jingle jangles.
He walks for a long time, like 5 blocks, and then he doubles back, and then he goes around, and he goes into at least 3 different shops. He does not say a word until you find yourself at a Chinatown bakery called Harmony.
Sweet. Literally.
Comes and closes, and then it's a fucking hive. There are at least 7 of them.
So I was loading up a tray with pork buns.
Look, there are 2. There's like anchor points in all of these universes, and one of them is pork buns.
Can't have the universe collapse, you know.
There are at least 7. The reason I know is because that's the unique number of scents that I was able to detect without going inside.
Well, now we know.
You sure you don't want to blow up the building?
I think we should tell more people. I don't think you and I are the only deciding factors. And
Then let me engage your paranoia one last time. We know.
right,
Do we want
Who do
to
we know?
risk that they know that we know? You're getting one for me, right?
she also starts picking up other things. Yes, and so many a cheap one will be purchased.
I know you're going to tell your pack. And your pack is one that I can trust. And at that point, he glances behind your ear.
Did we loop him in? I don't remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so I
he and Hannah and
I was gonna
packing
let
shit,
you know that he's also marked behind
yeah,
the ear.
right.
If you were feeling
Yeah,
Spicy.
yeah.
spicy.
She will return the glance once she notices that.
The X is there.
It's a tiny map of England. You imagine that's what
Bastard.
Imagine.
Take that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right. I still. Are you an expert in such matters? Would you be able to guarantee that the hive would be destroyed?
What's in demolition?
Yes.
Fuck no.
Right.
I play cards.
I don't know. Maybe
Play
you had an
cards.
ace up your sleeve.
And I kill people.
You have to get to know me much better than that for you to see the ace on my sleeve.
That's an insight.
So he
When's
calls his penis his keys and the ace up his sleeve?
Hold up.
Hold up.
How many names for his dick does he have?
How many dicks?
How many dicks?
Oh,
does Guy
one
have?
success. So
Guy is a person who likes to flirt.
cool.
I will give you
Yeah.
no more indication.
Great.
No, that's fair.
Was he flirting?
What?
Classic.
Okay. Oh, we should make a plan to destroy it some way or another and figure out who we can trust to make such plans with anyway. Planning on killing whoever was hanging out there anyway. So we can just accidentally bring way too many people for the 3 and suddenly find 30.
Yes. Yes, you're right. But now you speak to your pack. I will hold this close to the chest. There's a long pause.
Marcus looks at him and considers, then nods, and heads off with her share of delicious pastry. Carb goodness.
Okay. Are you the three of you going to link up?
At some point.
Yeah, because the only other thing that Troy needs to do is get the lowdown about the defense during the rite, but that can happen at any time between now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a good idea. Is Macros planning on? I mean, is Macros planning on relaying this information?
Of course.
Yeah.
At some
Okay.
point to
Just
her
make-
pack. Yeah. It's just if y'all had other scenes to work through.
I don't think so. I mean, this sounds pretty important to me.
Like definitely she would be like, hey folks, when can we next touch base?
Alone.
You've done well. I understand that you have potential.
Thanks.
The most important thing are the glyphs. You do know the glyphs, yes? A rune, world, black spiral, sugandis. All of these. I tried.
Do you know the comic of Batman slapping Robin?
The little realization
I
spark.
hate it. I hate it.
It's just so good.
Well, I went through a few levels where I was like, Black Spiral, what the fuck? Oh,
I couldn't keep a straight face.
that's
Couldn't keep a straight face. It's my fault. It's my fault.
You should have been speaking more nonsense before you got to it.
I know.
God damn it.
You gotta bury it a little more.
Here's me being like, yo, I know the glyphs for the
glyphs.
tribes.
Oh my god.
At any rate, implacable. That is what you must be. That is what Goose is. You must not allow anyone to disrupt you, to move you. You move for yourself. When the circle is complete, you must not leave it unless you have someone else to take your place. In that case, you are a sumo wrestler. Do you understand?
I understand. Everyone's going to do everything in their power to make sure that the right master completes the rite.
Technically, it's everyone involved in the rite who are completing it.
Sure.
You are guiding them. The leader. I am hoping you will not need to know this,
Exactly.
but you do now. My little warrior.
If I'm within the circle,
Yes.
as you say, if I need to leave and leave someone else within, what if they are not familiar with the rite?
Then the rite fails. Unless you can tell them exactly what they need to do until you get back. It is possible for you to leave the circle for moments at a time, depending. But you cannot leave it unattended for any longer than 3 minutes, give or take. Spirits don't use stopwatches.
Yeah.
But if the actions are not completed, at least in that cycle, the rite will fail. And all that has been invested will be lost.
We won't let that happen.
No. No, we will not. And if it goes well, I'll take you out to dinner afterwards.
Really?
Sure. Why not? What's your favorite place?
That's a good question, actually. I got a soft spot for the Maine, actually.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No! Not even in this universe?
Look, it's the world of darkness.
I exist in this universe.
fucking kill you! How dare you! Okay,
exist.
fine.
Oh my
Gains of rage.
explodes on the spot.
Oh my god. Alright, fine.
Very well. I will take you to the main. We'll
What remains of
reconstruct it. Wendy's is just as good, isn't it?
Like nothing similar. Cool.
Wendy's is a pale imitation.
Yeah, Wendy's nuts scrape across your forehead.
I swear to God. Sight of 7. Ghost Council's supposed to keep secrets, not fucking lame jokes. Go to jail. I'm gonna kill you. Autumn popping back in for a
Got him. Got him.
God.
Gotti. Okay. Dante looks back at Sight of 7. Drops his nuts on her. Like, no. Sorry. How long have you been thinking of this rite of cairn building? When did it occur to you?
The day after the attack.
Long time. Very long time.
Gather your pack. I need to speak with them.
Just the pack?
Just the pack.
All right. I'll be back in a moment.
Tell me, where is your pack? For I much desire to speak with them.
Oh,
They have
I'm
fallen
not
into
Kennemore.
shadow. Oh,
Dante goes to
Enjoy
fetch
the sexy straw.
pack.
That seems like a very satisfying straw.
it is because it's. I mean,
a lot.
forgive me for this, but it's a bloopsy. But it means it doesn't like clang annoyingly against the glass, which really pisses me off. It means I can sip silently while we stream. Very exciting.
That's good.
She
Forgive me for this.
She sips silently. She launches ship.
But yeah, like if these two are down, he's gonna bring them back to, I guess the middle of the cairn of the weathered storm, to talk to Sight of 7, or to be talked to, perhaps.
Look. He asked me a question, and I thought maybe it was important for all of you to know. Yes, I've been thinking of this for years. The only reason that I brought it up now is because I feel that it's possible for us to be able to accomplish the task. I have never seen a rite of cairn building that did not involve casualties. And I have participated in 7 of them. Why do you think I have this name?
Sight of 8 doesn't have the same ring to it.
Then I'll have to hope that whoever gives me a new name will understand.
How did these casualties occur? Is it the same point of failure every time?
No. There are times where spirits decide to interfere to try to overwhelm the Guardian while they are vulnerable in order to claim this for their own. Once, it was another rival Guru pack. Not even anything like a spiral dancer, but those who believed that they knew better on how to deal with hallowed ground. Mortals can intervene. They are perceptive in ways that we don't understand, but every once in a while they understand that there is a spiritual unrest in the air and they become interested. They move forward. When enough mortals are alerted, bad things happen. 7 times I have raised a cairn, or helped rebuild it, or helped strengthen one. 7 times I have succeeded, but it is always at a cost, every single time. And I expect nothing different here. I've always made sure that there's one other who was able to help. I've never needed it. But I am a superstitious sort. You must see it through. Not for the sept. The sept is important to me, and I will guide them as I can. Not even for Goose. For as much as I have angered her, I still wish to do right by her, and I am hoping that this will prove my atonement. You must do it for Gaia. For if you lose this cairn, that means on this isle there is nothing. Downstream is separated by water. It is not the same. It is a forward-thinking cairn, one that looks to the future. It is not a cairn of defense. It is not a bastion that Gaia can rely upon. Not like this one.
I wasn't planning on slacking off, Hannah.
No. But at the same time, now you are aware of what sacrifices may be required.
You've made your point very clear. Do you doubt us, or do you trust us?
I'm speaking to you because you are the 3 that I trust the most. Yes? Young warriors, I will see this cairn risen. Thank you for being there for me. It is appreciated. I will buy you dinner as well. It must cost less than $15 each.
This economy.
I was gonna say.
Find someplace cheap. Kung Fu Fenris, I don't want to talk to you. I have the answer, but
Oh my god.
you're not here.
We're ready to sacrifice what it takes.
One last thing. Don't leave anything unsaid before this starts. Death is in the wind. I hold my secrets. You may not wish to go as I do.
Fuck. I've got a coupon.
When you go shopping next,
Fuck.
ensure that you are saving the most amount of money you can.
She would.
I make a habit of going on double coupon day. One time I bought $700 worth of groceries with 4 cents and a returned pack of cigarettes.
Wait a minute. Just lying about everything. She haven't raised 7 carrots. Get her. She's a liar.
You wouldn't want the cooking I would make.
So,
I am pathetic when it comes to cooking. I never learned how.
in order to leave nothing unsaid,
Oh, yes, right.
Hannah,
Yes.
I've always felt a certain way about you.
And what's that?
Damn it. I was trying to throw you for a loop. Anyway, thanks.
I'm
Oh.
flappable.
Go spill all my guts before We all spill our guts.
Ah. Wait a minute. If I'm getting dinner for all of you, I
Better-
suppose it could be pizza.
Or
That's cheap, isn't it?
yes.
Do you enjoy pizza?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
You want a pizza D's nuts?
Can we? Okay, it's just the three of us and Hannah. Can we kill her? I know how to do the right now, right? We can kill her.
Sure.
Make sure that her body's
All right, Hannah.
We'll do our own
You
cremation.
need to convince me that you aren't going to make sure that some of us die so you can't save your precious $15 a piece.
That's actually a legitimate. Okay, call it.
$15 is a very small amount to spend to make sure that Gaia is safe and secure here in this city.
You're so generous.
Generosity is one of my biggest faults.
Just ask her car.
Might not be over.
Fine. I take back all of my sass.
No, don't
Anyway,
fucking
pack
say that.
mates. I need to talk to my pack mates about pack things.
Anyway, Hava.
What? Oh, don't even. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Bye.
And she
Bye.
leaves.
Away we go.
Yeah.
more
just
private?
anywhere else.
Somewhere more private.
Yeah,
Or away
perfect.
from her.
So,
Mhm.
as you know, I've been looking into how to kill your museum. There are some patter spiders coming and going.
Mhm.
There are 3 repeat customers that aren't actually customers or employees that are all seemingly Nicole's.
Okay.
And there is a fucking hive underneath.
Jesus Christ.
Confirmed.
Yes.
You saw it? Felt
He
it?
did. He suggests we blow the place up, but
It's a good plan.
I'm worried one of them might survive.
That's a chance we might have to take.
I've never blown up a public building before, or any building.
I can probably call on some contacts in that
I'm
department.
really looking at that as a legitimate option.
I'd rather not.
Can we, like, infiltrate the sewers? I know we could infiltrate the sewers. No, just...
Assaulting the hive carries with it an incredible risk.
Yes.
One that we're all willing to take.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We also have to rebuild the cairn.
Exactly.
We also have other shit. But if we kill the hive before the ritual, fewer enemies. But if we try to kill the hive and then some of them escape, we have more angry enemies.
But at least they'll be exposed.
Yes, but we won't know where they're going to hole up next.
Excuse me, why am I hiccuping now?
When Kate gets the hiccups,
Mm.
it looks like a Renaissance painting. It always looks like the Virgin Mary being like, no.
I love it. I love it.
Madonna.
Oh, I love that.
So good.
Oh, I love that. Oh, no. Madonna this. Madonna.
Renaissance these nuts!
Madonna. Dude.
Oh, Renaissance.
Wow. Incredible. If we can carry it out soon, before the rite, I'm in favor. We take some down, we destroy the place that they've built up.
But how many of us will fall? And then how many more will fall? Do we need the bigger... What do we need the bigger numbers for? If the hive, of course, so...
Doing a timed explosion. If we're trying to do a detonation, then the risk for us is relatively low.
Yes.
Sure, who's your demo expert?
Dante seems to have a whole bunch.
Wouldn't say I have a whole bunch. But I worked in an area where I used to work in a sort of business where it was good to know how to do some of these things, at least theoretically. Let's just say I was put in touch with situations like this before.
Dante just likes juggling chainsaws.
Can't believe we're talking about blowing up a fucking museum.
If we wait, we'll have greater numbers, we'll have greater strength, we can assault them, we may lose people in the process. We strike first, knowing what we know. In fact...
I mean, if we're timing demo, we should time the demo, like, while we're doing our ritual. To keep them there. Or to kill, or whatever.
A distraction.
Yeah.
Macros, is it just Guy who knows?
Yes. And you too.
I trust everyone else who is going to be involved in the rite of Cairn building. But if we wanted to perform one final test, we could give out our plan for a date and a time that is incorrect. We could... Whoop.
It has to take place in a full moon.
The rite.
Yes.
Yes, okay, cool.
So there's only
I'll-
so much that you can...
Just
I
the
think you're
just the
talking about the
demolition then?
demo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I'll back up my... I'll
Yeah.
rephrase.
I understood.
Okay.
Man.
I didn't.
We could bring other people into the plan to destroy this hive, but give them details and feed them false details and information. If any of them made their way back to the spirals, we'd at least have a place to start in terms of a leak, a traitor.
Things like, the fire exit behind the old wall section of the museum is a weak entry point, so we're planning to get in through there, and then someone else finds out that it's, the section of sewer that you walk through, and someone else hears that it's actually some other shit, the tower.
Yeah, see what they reinforce.
Even feeding false dates or times could be helpful because we could gauge when the place was deserted, when everyone's been evacuated.
And then not do it for days and weeks. Give them way too much advance notice. Then let them sweat.
It's risky, like everything.
Super risky because it tells them that we know
Then they come here.
and kill us.
They know that we understand where their lair is.
Yeah,
Maybe
they've-
they don't realize that we know it's a hive, but we've been there. They took us there. They can't be that
Should we
concerned
refer
about
to it
secrecy.
as their secret base instead of acknowledging that it's a hive? I don't know.
Is there anyone that you both suspect still?
No.
This is just an extra precaution.
I'm suggesting it because I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Either we think we need to test the guru that we're about to build up a cairn with, or we don't feel we need to do this.
I think we should sleep on it.
Yeah.
I just want to be very clear that I don't want to be wrong, obviously, but I do think that any ties between the guru we know and the Black Spiral Dancers are severed. Perhaps not forever, perhaps not permanently, but I don't think we're at risk right now.
Quan, doesn't believe that Code 902 was under the complacency curse.
Why? What would make him different from anyone else?
She just said that he seemed to have more of a drive about him. I don't know if this is just her remembering him as in a certain light, but she seemed quite sure.
Which would mean either he managed to free himself from it, or was never placed on him in the first place.
Remember that he was, I think, he was back at Downstream with Ken.
Yeah.
Alone. We don't even know if Ken was put under the curse. Anyway, that's not...
It's something.
It's just something else to think about.
And who we need to say our final goodbyes to. Hey, you two. You're super cool. Thanks for being my pack.
Dante goes in for a big hug with his friends. Hey, thanks for being a pack. And he's like, okay, like he goes in for a hug.
I didn't actually want to get feelsy about this.
It's too fucking late, Macris.
I was really scared of asking the two of you to pack up, and then you said yes, and that was one of the greatest moments of my life.
You're gonna.
That's nice. You serious, Trey?
Yeah. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I wasn't saying. I
Don't
didn't.
do anything stupid. Don't be heroes. Dante, especially, we need you to run the damn right if something happens to Hannah.
I know.
Trin, you're a badass.
Thank you. So are you.
Focus on taking people down instead of going down. Coolly.
If I'm going down, they're going down with me at least.
At least.
I'm taking like 20 with me.
At least. I'll take 21.
Fuck you. You're on 22.
23.
Are we Legolas and Gimli now? Yay!
Legless? What is that? I got legs, you got legs. I don't want you to lose your legs. Don't lose your leg in a fight.
Oh my god. This pack is over.
Try it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's very little
We
cultural
can have a movie
reference.
night.
I would like to do a rite of shame.
Oh my god!
No, okay.
My job. Boom.
Anything else that you need to do just before? Are you going to do the gathering before the rite?
I think I'm going to, unless I would ask, essentially I would ask Apotheosis for her, I mean, not for her permission, but at least her blessing. If she was gonna say fuck no, then no, but
Do you think you're ready?
I'm ready to speak about the man I knew. Yeah.
Do you think everyone else is ready?
I'll give them something to build.
Then you decide when it happens. When will it happen?
Dante would love to name a date when the moon is a crescent. But if we're coming up to a full moon, it's gonna be a little awkward.
We're waiting for a new moon. Well, either way, right? Or
A full, I think it was. A full moon.
The rite of cairn building takes place on a full moon.
full moon.
So-
Sorry.
Seems a little unlikely that there'll be a. Yeah. He's gonna name a date in about a week's time.
So, before
Before the rite of Very well. Thank you.
I get it. And we'll be ready.
I'm gonna have a little task for everybody, so they can participate.
You're asking them to juggle a lot.
I think it's important, and I think they'll recognize why.
If you think they can handle it. Not everyone is as good as you.
We're all warriors, and we all need to gather together. We need to remember him and his legacy.
All right.
They're going to do it. I believe in them. All of them.
All right.
Do you?
I think we'll end the session there.
Last session also ended with a bit of a...
You believe in us, right?
I
Right?
mean, like, last session ended with apotheosis. I mean, kind of the
Give them a
inverse.
good life.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to be honest, though. ... Which is like kind of the opposite. Ooh. I'm coming in hot with question post stream. I like it.
I mean, I have something right away.
Okay.
Go ahead and answer.
Yeah.
Macris saving Troyan from an honorable death. She'd do it, and then she'd fucking peace. And she'd know that Troyan would be pissed as fuck because she's explicitly requested that not.
Yeah, she'd probably move like across the country and get all the way away from her. That's fair. No, I think, like, I can only imagine Dante would only want to leave this pack of people if someone else did something so senselessly destructive that it kind of went against one of his core tenets and beliefs. We're Guru, we're going to do destructive shit.
Yeah.
So that's like, obviously, that's not the line. The line is like a deliberate, senseless destruction to a really extreme degree. I would know it when I see it. I don't know what that is, though. I can't name it right now. But yeah.
It's not an automatic exit the fight if somebody saved her from death, although it would make total sense that they would assume that. But if someone never let her start fighting at all.
Oof.
So if someone locked her in a room or
my God.
like fucking drugged her and tried to keep her out of the fight for her own good, that's something she would not be able to forgive.
That would be pretty rough.
Yeah.
Another door? Fuck.
Fucking I'm out.
Doors are an important invention.
Scott, what did you learn today?
Great question. I learned that, at least according to her, Hannah, Sight of Seven, has performed the rite of cairn building to either create or restore or strengthen cairns 7 times before, which is honestly a little wild. And I am doubting it somewhat, to be honest.
Oh shit!
And now that's crazy. I know that's crazy because, like, also,
Oh fuck!
I mean, a little. Well, just yeah. I want to see the
Call her a
receipts.
liar and let's see what happens.
I am.
I got a lot of plates in here.
Fair.
Elizabeth.
Oh man. Troyan learned what a non-complacency cursed Jennifer Slade looks like, and different things are able to like get to her than before, and not just things that make her angry, but things that make her see logic and reason, which was surprising. Yee.
Kate?
Learned that we're looking at a lot of carnage in the not too distant future. Whether that's building or apparently people dying in this rite of cairn building.
Kate became a werewolf player today.
Oh god.
But it's not even like claws out carnage. It's like blowing up a building, which feels so detached for a werewolf, at least from my perspective. Like, yeah, no, it didn't, the way Hannah was speaking, it didn't feel like, yeah, there's gonna be, like, people who run up and have claws. It's like, no, the spirits might take you, or end you, or whatever. Just
Well, yeah, the way she was speaking, it was like, it's like, oh, maybe the spirits, maybe other Guru, maybe this, maybe that.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the earth will open up to swallow you whole.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
like the earth.
Brian was like,
dude.
tell me what I can hit. What do you mean,
Yeah, exactly.
spirits?
Scott, you want to call out a player?
I would like to call out Liz as Troyan for diffusing Jennifer Slade with a sentence. I thought it was really effective and just hit her in exactly the right place. Calling her out about. Oh shit! Now I also want to call you out for talking to Jennifer Slade.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
Okay, I thought it was
I
really
got
cool.
you.
Okay,
Yeah, I
thought it was really
wrote it as Slade-age.
Hey!
And I want to tack on the encouragement as well. You're encouraging do.
Thank you.
Good job.
I mean, Kate, like, the way that Macris can just say the most, like, stab you in the heart kind of thing, but you can't actually be mad a lot of the time because she's right.
That's still the quick.
Yeah,
I was like, holy
perfect
shit.
deed name for her. And I just thought that the scene between her and Slade was fantastic. And I also really loved that Macris had a moment of vulnerability and said, hey, packmate, can you be my backup? Because
Well-
I don't know if I'm going to say something and get and go too far, or if she, like, it was just like, I need a neutral-ish party there, and that was really nice.
Thoroughly invested on both sides party.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was great.
I want to call out Dante/Scott for making your own choice about Stag despite the brutal outcome. I think that's very, like, you use the information that you have in a really good way. And same for the 902, right? Like, you're making your own decisions rather than just being like, well, let's see what the role says, whatever. Like, you're doing it in a conscious way, which is really cool.
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah. Oh, I don't make the rules. It's a Matrix rewatch tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay.
I don't make the rules.
Just the third, right?
Yes, of course, the best one, The Matrix Revolutions.
I haven't seen it, so, you know.
Woof. So for all we know, it might be.
Yeah, maybe.
John, thank you for all these nuts jokes tonight. No,
You're doing it, Peter.
sorry. No,
I'll take a hook reference any day.
Oh, I want to call out John's play tonight as Dew and Slade, and seeing that we didn't get to see what they're going to go and do with /2
With.
Cleaves. With it is
Do
my
an awful lot of listening.
apparently so, and that's like I need to know what that means. Like, I'm invested in the outcome of a story that's like theirs and not mine. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very cool to see more of that PAX dynamics at play in the game. Considering we just know that they're a pack and we just know them individually.
And I love that we as a pack kind of collectively decided that's your thing. Like, I feel like other PCs of ours would have so gotten involved in that decision.
Oh, yeah.
But I love how the three of us, we just have, like, I think much clearer lines in terms of, no, this is your thing. Like,
It doesn't
I
Come
know,
on.
right? Shocking. But here it's just like, no,
I'll try to
that
fix
is
a
your
broken
thing. You do it.
Well, yeah. Okay, Autumn.
Scott's
Jesus.
just a good sport.
Spoot.
Scoot in the
Scoot,
spit.
spoot.
Bit.
Correct. Yes.
What do we have coming up this week?
Yay. Streams.
I will
Streams are plenty.
not be streaming tomorrow because I have a 7-day work week, but maybe next Monday.
Fuck your crosswords and fuck you.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Or
Do
just
the
do them
crossword
on your
yourself,
own, yeah.
Do the crosswords.
I can't wait to tune in, and I hope that you do return to it as of next Monday if you have the spoons. I was gonna say the bones. Don't the spoons. I don't know why I'm thinking of bones. Tuesday night,
Want to bone?
Bone D's nut.
for sure.
You get
For sure that's
recording
what it
people
is.
Who want to bone?
Correct. What? Tuesday, yes! It's the Crush House. I've been working and away and so on and so forth. So there's been a long time between seasons 3 and 4 of the Crush House. I think we have to help the cast members with their requests, and then we can get out of the Crush House, apparently? We'll see. Please join me for this. It's like...
How do you manage all of them?
I mean, great question. Honestly, John, I just keep focusing on butts and feet and try to get some art in the background and just go from there, buddy. That's how I do. That's me on Tuesday. Can we expect anything Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah. Fuck no. All right, Friday.
Friday, there is Punchy, Cyber Punch happening at 1800. On Saturday, we have 2 streams.
That's right. It's Doomed. I play the Arkham Horror LCG as of 11 a.m. on Saturday. Join me for that.
And then on Sunday, there is ostensibly Punchy Book Club at 10 a.m. We're still trying to figure out a way to make sure that everybody can read it because the free version on desktop is no longer a thing.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Not great. So we're looking into options.
Okay.
But as of now, it's still on.
The Discord, of course, is the place to find out about those
Yes.
options when they become available.
Our schedule is out of date. Next week we will be back at 6 p.m. Eastern time because I have a show at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yay!
So thank you folks for tuning in this later time slot. It's only a few more weeks of it. Then we look forward to returning to our more usual early time. So, see you next week. Good evening.
Parts.
I have a privilege of playing with these 3 people, but I also have the privilege of playing with everybody who shows up. Whether you're showing up in chat or whether you're showing up on comments on our YouTube page or you're listening to the podcast and coming into the Discord and telling us what you thought, like honestly, that just means that I get to play with so many other people as well.
Aww.
And that feels good. I mean, it especially feels good when we have Aragorn and Kung Fu Fenris around because they're pretty awesome. It used to be that we would play until now every week.
I know.
Now it's different, but it doesn't mean that we can't finish it by. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, a raid suggestion.
Oh,
Vancouver by night.
Vancouver by night.
We will consider this raid suggestion,
Is it
but it's got to come quick because I've
Yeah.
already done
for
this.
you?
We're about to press the button.
we've already looked in the direction.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now. This is the...
Fuck! I'm frozen. I got blue fingers.
Let it go.
That sounds horrible.
You can't say that and then silence.
Oh, Vancouver by Night might be
jeez.
running the game over there in a moment, yeah. Oh, Macabre Derek! Cool.
Sure. I will say I don't know these people, but so it is at your own risk. But at the same time, enjoy watching some more content, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Did that work?
The Macabre.
Raids start?
Ooh. I think people have to accept it, and then it takes, some time. Okay, bye. Bye.
Yes, it is happening.
Oh,
Very well.
Winnipeg by night.
I'm pushing the button.
Okay, bye.